Hey everybody, we will be starting the show off here quickly. I had to, of course, fix things on the computer because it's a new year, new problems. Why wouldn't there be? I hope all of you guys had a good time yesterday. I just chilled at home, did work, didn't do anything crazy, didn't have a lot going on. I decided to take it easy at the start of my year. Coffee in hand, got a bunch to go over. We're gonna be looking at the Multiverse role-playing game today. I figured this Marvelrivals entry music that you hear at the beginning of the screen would be a really good kickoff for this. Everybody, I'm worried about this one, so we'll see how this goes, because I already got a bunch of complaints, and they're not good. So let's hope that the game itself is better. All right, everybody, let's get this show on the road, shall we? Got a bunch to go over. Are we doing a little bit of Canva work as well on this one? All right, everyone, let's start the new year off. Hey, everybody, how are you doing? Ooh, my light's a little dark. Hope you guys doing well. I got some coffee. It's a new year. I got my taco shirt on. You gotta have tacos, right? It's an old shirt. We are gonna be going over Marvel today. I have been playing a metric shit ton of Marvelrivals, and I am a big X-Men fan. The new X-Men that came out for Disney was phenomenal. If you have not watched that, I think we talked about it a little bit during watching Paint Dry's last couple of episodes. And I highly recommend not only watching that, but checking out Rivals if you are an Overwatch fan. Now, this isn't a video game channel by any stretch of the imagination. But new year and a bunch of new stuff is coming out that you'll see roll out over the next couple of weeks as EFP transitions into 2025. Don't worry. I'm not going to do what every other content and broadcast person out there does. I'm not going to pull the rug out and do all new stuff because it's a new year and last year didn't work. That's not what I'm doing. We're still going to have our Monday show. Monday is going to be our new ETHAUNTIA show that we are working on. Ooh, this music's loud. Hold on a minute, everybody. There we go. We're going to have our new Monday show. We're going to be doing ETHAUNTIA Superstitions Wanted. That is going to be the new one going on with a blend of your favorite cast members from Monday and Tuesday. We have a few people who are moving on the cast, so we had to change it up a little bit. We couldn't do both shows. But don't worry, I'm still going to provide. We're going to do a lot of stuff. We'll have EFP Live on Wednesdays like we have for the last year. And then we're going to be adding some new shows on Thursday and Friday. Thursday is going to be EFP during the afternoons. We're going to be doing one of our solo games, whichever that is, or I should say maybe audience games, where you guys get to join in. We're going to be going back to the Chef in Breachers. And we have a new one that we're going to be doing as well that'll rotate in and out, along with bringing Lysynthia back under the new Dragonbane rules. I'm in the middle of redoing those cards right now. It's just very time-consuming, especially with the new show on the way. And then on Fridays, Corpse Talk is coming back in a few new ways. It's all new and improved. We're still going to be doing the interviews. We're still going to be doing the dungeons. We're also going to be doing something called Headless Nights, where we're going to be developing my Mork Borg setting and also having the audience play as one of the Headless Knights trying to get back the Head of Creation. And you're going to be running through the very dungeon that you all created. Who knew? Yep, you built all this stuff, and we're still going to be running all of the guests through it, but now you're going to get a chance to survive your own masterpiece as your own version of the Headless Knight. So we have a whole bunch coming up over the next couple of months. I think we are starting on January 13th for the new ETHAUNTIA Wanted. There is a ton of new rules that I've put out. If you've been a part of the Living ETHAUNTIA stuff, you've seen a lot of it. Like, a lot of it. Because I have put, I think in the last 2 weeks, I think I have done 60 pages of new content. Yeah. So we've got Defining Moments now, the Dreadful Creation Guy, which is for GMs to make their own ETHAUNTIA ventures. We also have, what else did I do? Vehicles is coming out because we have a vehicle on our new thing, so I'm doing that as well right now. I also have a bunch of new gear that is completed, and then we're getting ready to go into layout with that. Hopefully I get to announce what I've been working on for the Shadow Dark system here. I've been doing a bunch of work on that. We just kind of getting into the big editing rounds here coming up. And then, what else can I tell you? I'm looking at my notes over here. I'll leave some of that for the end of the show. But today, we're going to be talking about Marvelrivals. You probably saw the ad pop up. Rivals to roleplay is the goal today. Rivals to roleplay. I like this new system we're about to embark looking at, but I have some complaints out of the gate. Big complaints. And this has a lot to do with a comic book company not understanding the audience. And it's not the content inside. The content for the game is pretty solid. I can tell you that just from looking at it originally. But the fact that they don't put out PDFs for people to buy and peruse is kind of bullshit. And the price point, if you want to get it on, what is it, Demiplane or on Roll20, is insane. It is not an Overwatch skin, Stardrew. I disagree wholeheartedly. As someone who's got over 200 hours in it, it is not an Overwatch skin. It is a first-person competitive, or third-person competitive shooter. But it was like, this character's that character. That's not the case. It really isn't. There are some stages that are similar in layout and design, but I think they did that to adopt Overwatch people because Blizzard has been burying people. But it is definitely not a skin. It plays totally different. So let's look at a couple of things. I want to start off with looking at the website. I also want to take a look at Comixology and see if they have the Multiverse role-playing game in here. Because I think that would be a great way to... Like, if you're going to force us to buy... what is it called? Is it Marvel Multiverse? If you're going to force us to buy your game at comic book stores and Target, you best be putting it out so that I can download it as a digital comic book. Because if you're not, you're kind of a fucking pain in the ass. I just don't think they get it. Like, people are running this game, and the last thing I want to do is be locked to Roll20. Roll20 doesn't work unless you're at your computer. Like, I like Roll20. I don't hate it. I'm not like, I'm not shitting on it, but I can't use it like when I'm at a convention to run the game. And I'm not going to tow all of these books with me. So let's take a look and see if I can get it on the website. Marvel Multiverse RPG. And I'll switch over here in a minute. I just don't want... all right. So here is... They have hardcovers. They have the Kindle edition... Why is this the Kindle edition? Well, this is sad, everyone. This is very sad. I don't see a way to get it. So, don't worry. I've already done my homework. Let's start with this. I've copied over my deep cuts. We're going to be doing an updated version on here. This is going to be for Rivals to Roleplay. We're going to be adding stuff in here. Right out of the gate, I just want to talk about how gorgeous the art is for the art that you can find. This is cool. I'm a big Nightcrawler fan. I love how it looks. I love what they've done. It looks great. That's not going to be the complaint. No one's going to complain that a comic book's art, if you're in there for a comic book game, is bad. But this is where we're going to start getting into the nitty-gritty of the things that I don't like. So let me mute over here. We're going to go through what the Marvel role-playing game is and how to play.
So you're going to go ahead and roll.
Ooh, this is long.
And add a 5.
They paid Troy
the civilians. If you don't, things could get ugly.
Watch this.
I did not know that Troy LaValle and I can't remember her name all of a sudden. They'll probably tell us right at the beginning.
What's going on, everybody? I am Troy.
And I'm Sydney.
Today,
we are going to teach you how to play the Marvel Multiverse role-playing game.
This is your ultimate guide.
Can we just point out, this is the Glass Cannon people. Bravo for making it into doing stuff for Marvel. I'm proud of you, man. That's awesome. So you can already see they have books and character sheets and all the mugs and stuff. I'm not going to watch through all of this. I was hoping it was a short idea. So let's talk about where you can buy it. Amazon. It says it's available on Amazon, right? It is available on Amazon. But let's go over here. Bring this over. This is the Comixology. I cannot find it in Comixology. I've looked here. If you put in Marvel Multiverse role-playing game, you get this. Right? And I could buy this. I could buy this. And you could buy the Kindle and the paperback version. But if I go down here and look at all the other options for the games, you don't see the expansions in Kindle. And this is what we really want to go over today, which is the X-Men. Kindle. $29.99 for the Kindle version. $29.99. I don't know, man. Hey, Matt, congrats on getting this out. So it's in the Kindle. Like, you could get the Kindle version for the same price you get. Oh, actually, for more. For more. You can get it for more. It says it's 40% off. Fuck you, dude. This isn't a $49.99 digital piece. You're telling me you want me to pay $49 to play Marvel the RPG when I could go grab Phase Rip, or I could play Heroic. Marvel Heroic is my favorite version of Marvel right now. It just didn't have character creation. Not okay. I'm not okay with this price point. I'm not. And so, like, you could buy it there. You can buy it at Barnes & Noble. So let's click BAM. Let's go through what they're saying is options. Oh, $60 for the hardcover. And BAM, why do you have these pop-ups? What are you, a fake site? I don't like it. I don't like it. Huh. Oh, is this, Nope. That is not DMCA free. Whoops. It's OST and remixes. I mean to do that. That might got muted. So, I want a digital copy. So I hunted around trying to find digital for this, right? The website doesn't have it. I do enjoy that people can pick it up at Target. I think it's cool you can get it at Barnes & Nobles that are left. It is on Roll20, so let's check Roll20. So it's $29.99 for me to get it on Roll20. And I'm doing this because I want people to understand, like, how difficult it is to actually... You better buy the books. Buy the books. Why aren't you giving a PDF out? Are you worried about pirating? Because you know what happens when you put out non-downloadable PDF versions of books in a group that wants PDFs. I know they're trying to create a new market. And by creating a new market, they are stopping you from being able to share the PDF with your friends, that you have to own your own copy, that kind of stuff. I want to do a little math here, and I'm sure somebody at Marvel did this. I'm not saying that Marvel doesn't have people who know how, but if you come to my Roll20 table and I buy this for $29.99, you don't need to own the book. And there's literally zero fucking reasons for your players to buy the book. Zero. They can just come onto that page that you make for Roll20 whenever the fuck you want and make a character. So you could sell one $29.99 on Roll20, or you could have put a PDF out for $10 and had 3 of the 5 people buy it so they have a copy. And then have your GM also buy this for $30 because they want to run it digitally, because that's the life of a fucking GM. I wish there was a, it'd be dope if there was a shared purchase option. Like, campaign will start when core set piece has been bought by party. And it's like the $29.99 divided up by the group of people we're going to play, so your GM's not fronting the bill for every game that people want to play. Just saying. So you have this option. You got Barnes & Nobles, and then Demiplane, I haven't used a lot of Demiplane. I do like the look of some of their stuff, but they have everything built in, but you would have to buy, again, Demiplane. And you're buying each one of these books. Demiplane does actually work, if I remember correctly, better on your phone. So, predicament, right? Remember what I said. People are gonna pirate it. They're gonna find ways to get a hold of it. Now, I have some initial copies I got back in the day, and I have since I own the Roll20 version, I have access to the stuff that's on there. I have pulled data off of it so that I can share things with you so we can go over X-Men. Because I would feel bad if we came to do X-Men today and there's no way to look at it. Be pretty sad, right? Be pretty sad. So let's dig through the game. Let's dig through the game. There is a ton of things that have come out. I mean, they have not been sitting idly by. I will definitely say that. There is a ton of different options here for them. So let me pull up the PDF. So, for example, here's the Super Scroll. Some of my favorite characters on here. Love them, Miss Marvel. Ant-Man, Daredevil. I don't know who that is in the background. I guess an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. person. I think that is. So let me pull up my Marvel stuff. 616. I have been calling it Marvel 616 because of how the dice mechanics work. But apparently it's actually not. It's not called that. But today I specifically want to look through this. Yeah, recognize text for all pages, please. And then I want to pull up the... I'm having to go through so we can read the text on it. Oh, science. Getting a little brief review as it goes through so we can read the text. This is all of my pieces from Roll20 that I have compiled for you into a PDF so that we can look at it on screen instead of trying to look through it on Roll20. It's a pain in the ass. It's a very big pain in the ass to share this information on Roll20 for me to showcase it. So there has been some good articles written about this. We should probably talk about that. Hold on here. Marvel, Multiverse, X-Men review. RPG. I think it was Gnome who did it. Gnome Stew? Yeah. So there's a really good review on Gnome Stew. I will, let's go over to that while we're waiting for this to finish. So Gnome Stew is known for putting out some good stuff. Like really, really solid things, to be honest with you. What's up, Raven? So, Marvel Multiverse role-playing game, X-Men expansion review, Jared Rasher, good dude. I've met him twice, I think. Katie might be... What are you talking about, Star Drew? I don't know if that's Serving Hand's favorite. Serving Hands, do you have a favorite X-Men? So, less scary than Darkhold. I don't know what Darkhold must have been another one of them. Find all the mutants. This is what's in here, how it's broken down. Team rosters of the different areas, locations, opponents, themes, style, purpose, transportation, joining, all that kind of stuff. Growing the game rules. Very X-Men combat. Some great art. It's pretty good. My acrobat's still going through them. Dark Phoenix? My least favorite character in X-Men. Least favorite character in X-Men is Dark Phoenix. Fuck Jean Grey. That girl has been more problems for my boy Cyclops and his sidekick Wolverine than forever. Oh, get out. I mean, Erik is a dope. I mean, I'm a big Magneto fan. Not in Rivals, though. Rivals, Raven plays a good Magneto. I would say, out of all of the X-Men, I have a couple favorites. I've always been a Colossus fan due to the arcade. I used to do the yell that Colossus did when you do his ult, and the X-Men's Fighter arcade. I used to do that perfectly when I'd hear it. So he was always one of my favorites. I did like Magneto, of course. Cable has always been one of my favorites. My father looks like Cable. He even had the white streak for many years. And my dad was huge, so I was always a Cable fan. And then I would have to say favorite X-Men. Probably Cyclops still. Newer Cyclops for sure. I just like his powers. I like the later versions of Cyclops. I don't like younger Cyclops. Like the old 80s X-Men Cyclops, he just sucked to me. But the new stuff, he's really good. Never been a Wolverine fan. I've never been a huge Wolverine fan. I mean, I enjoy him. I will say that the Deadpool movies have brought me back to him. But you can see from what this guy has put out, there's a shit ton on it. So that brings us back to how does the game work? So I guess
You're going to go ahead and roll all three.
we're going to have to learn how the game works.
If you beat 10, you save the civilians.
So that we know what we're looking through.
Things could get ugly.
Watch this.
And these two are entertaining, so I'm fine watching this. I'm going to open it up on YouTube, though. Let's pop this over. I hope they use DMCA free music, right?
Come on, everybody. I am
Juggernaut's not an X-Men.
Today, we are going
I mean, I guess he
to
is.
play the Marvel Multiverse role-playing game.
This is
Let's get rid of
your
these
ultimate
captions.
Guide. We'll show you everything you need to know to play the game.
Everything?
The game mechanics,
To how to build characters.
smashing, clobbering, combat.
How's the audio on your side for the video? Is it good?
So to get started, you first of all need to know what an RPG is. What is an RPG, Troy?
I don't know. No, a role-playing game is a little bit different than a video game or a board game. You have rules, just like any other game, but you use your imagination, dice, and a pencil, and you sit around a table and create a story together. You can create your own comic book or your own Marvel movie just by making stuff up on the spot. And honestly, the
Yeah,
best way
I
to
mean,
learn
that's
is
what we
to
do.
Get yourself a core rule book and start playing.
So get yourself a core rulebook, but you cannot get it in PDF format.
Okay, I'm in. I'm ready to go. I have nothing.
Look at all this fucking paraphernalia on here, though, guys. Check this out, man. We got the gauntlet. It's a bit quiet. Thank you. I'll bounce it up for you. We got the Infinity Gauntlet. We got the fucking Hulk mug. We got an Infinity mug. This mug's actually dope. We have Thor's hammer. We have Iron Man. And then we have, it looks like the Kang expansion, the X-Men expansion. We got Cyclops here, Jubilee. Jubilee in the new X-Men series is cool. Thor, and is that Miss Marvel? Yeah, Miss Marvel.
Nothing, though. What
Pretty
do
dope.
I need to play this game?
You don't need a whole lot. First, you need the core rule book, because this has all the rules, how to build characters, if you want
It
to play
does.
classic
Matt
Marvel
Forbeck
heroes,
wrote a
all
lot
the
of this stuff. He's like the lead guy for
You need some
everything.
dice,
Total
pencil,
G,
a
great
pencil,
human.
Maybe a laptop.
Another Wisconsinite.
Don't forget the character sheets.
You gotta have the character sheet, and then you're pretty much ready to go.
And let's not forget, Troy, maybe the most important thing to have is a group of friends.
Well,
Ideally 4 to 6
you guys are
people,
fucked.
but you
There's
can
only
actually
2 of
play
you.
with as little as 2.
All right, so you got your group of friends ready, right? So who's gonna play what? There are essentially 2 roles to play at the table. There's the role of the narrator.
All right. I want mechanics. I don't need this shit. We know how to play.
So this game uses a system designed in-house by Marvel. It's called the D616 system.
Technically, it was, I
uses
think,
3
designed by Matt Forbeck.
six-sided dice, which means anyone can play. No
So
matter
this is pretty
what
cool.
level you are.
I will say that I thought that the 616 was going to be a little bit of a gimmick. You know what I mean? A little bit of a gimmick, but it actually, Riddles was right. It actually works really well.
I also want to point out the math in the game might feel intimidating, but I promise you it's not. It's a 3d6 system. It's honestly so simple, and if I can do it, so can you. I promise.
So you've got your action check, right? That's where you roll the dice to determine the outcome of any risky actions you want to take. Then you have the target number, which is the number you have to hit or go past to see if you succeed or fail. All right, you know what? Let's go through an example, right? I'm going to have you play Cyclops. Can you be Cyclops?
Oh, yeah.
All right, say Cyclops is walking down the street and a blast comes from somewhere, hits
Okay.
the building, and a bunch of rubble is about to fall down on civilians. What do you do?
Okay,
How many-
Cyclops, I blast the rubble.
Okay, we'll say the relevant abilities.
How many times do you think that they had to say that exact line over and over again? You know what I'm saying? Like, how many times do you think they had to repeat that?
Is a 5. So you're going to go ahead and roll all 3 dice and add a 5.
Oh, shit.
You save the civilians. If you don't, things could get ugly.
Watch this. Ooh.
Yeah, you certainly got it. That is
Wow.
a 16, then you add 5, that's a 21. That crushes the 10, so you're able to blast the rubble away and save all those civilians. But oh no, something else is going to happen, and this is where the story starts to unfold.
All right, now let's talk about fantastic rolls. So one of your 3 dice should look different. In the official Marvel dice set, you have this red die, the Marvel die. And that says
Yeah,
Marvel
so
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
they added it to where the Marvel die basically just has a special thing on it. We're all used to this by now, where one of them has a special piece on it. You can use any D6; it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter.
If you're playing with normal dice, the 1 on your different die is considered the
Marvel
logo.
die. Yeah.
And if it lands on a Marvel,
You just need 2 different color
that's
dice.
Fantastic.
A pair of 1.
Also, you count the Marvel as a 6.
Yeah,
not
so
a
basically
1.
you
So
want-
add up the die. Just make sure that
As a heads up for anyone who wants to play this in the future, you need, if I remember it correctly, you need 2 dice of one color and 1 dice of another color. These are just the ones I have sitting here for stats and for playing home, the kaiju game I'm playing.
Marvel gets you that 6.
So what happens during the game if you roll a Marvel on your Marvel die? Well, if your total number plus your ability score beats the target number and you roll a Marvel on the Marvel die, that's a fantastic success. That basically means you succeed and
2 white, 1 blue. Yeah, I know, Matt.
And if you roll a Marvel die, but your result of all the die added
Okay, I'll let him finish
together
this.
with your ability score is less than the target number, that's considered a fantastic failure. So basically, the action fails, but something good can still happen. It's sort of a no but.
All right, now check this out. Let's
I mean,
say
blue
you
and
roll a
yellow.
Marvel on the Marvel die,
Cyclops,
along with
blue
a
and yellow,
6
baby.
And another 6 on the other 2 die.
Blue, yellow, and
That's
red,
known
maybe?
as an ultimate
Blue and red?
fantastic. That means you succeed on what you were trying to do, regardless of the target number.
Okay.
And you get to ignore any trouble on
So hold on here.
it. Let's say you roll a if your total
We are rolling this. I want to go back to here. Let's get our stuff ready here. I want to take notes. I'm going to do what I did last time. Right? And we're going to take notes. We're going to take notes. So let's move this over. Let's boom this up. We are going to quickly edit this. I want to turn some music back on. I want to set us up to take notes. I want to be able to run this in the future. The reason that I'm looking at this is actually twofold. Yes, Rivals to Roleplay is the tag because it sounds good and everyone's playing Marvel's Rivals because there's 22 million people. But the hardest type of game for me to run is superheroes. I love superheroes. I'm a huge fan of comics. But I find that running a superhero game feels like a bunch of one-shots. There's something about the lack of growth in a character for a tabletop game. And it's weird because you see growth in in comic books all the time. So, I do something new every month. Right now, I'm setting myself up to be able to run a Valentine's style Marvel game. I have a really fun concept for it, where I'm going to be running a series of 3 adventures. I don't know if it's going to be streamed or off air. That stuff I haven't decided yet, but I need to learn this system to do it. I'm a huge Marvel fan. I might just run it on my Discord. That's something I've been thinking about doing. The Discord has got a little bit of an overhaul for those who haven't been in there lately. We have a new text-based RPG that's in there called Epic RPG. Myself, Katie, AW, and Amir have been playing it a decent amount, even though Serving Hands decided to leave me high and dry inside of our game. She found an item that took her to the next area. Now we're separated, and there's a dungeon between myself and the next level. She can't come help. So anyone who wants to come to get to Area 2 with me and get the fuck out of Area 2 would be greatly appreciated. If you're already in the Discord, it's there's a new README section. If you go up to README, click it, and you'll find yourself in there. It was your choice. You used it instead of figuring out what it was. And then if you... I'm kidding. I would have done the same thing. If you are interested in other things in the Gravelighters Playground, I added a bunch of new achievements. There's new vanity plates now, too. Each one is one of the different spirits. And the color, context, and emotional state for spirits in ETHAUNTIA. Those are all there now, too. You'll level up and get new ranks in that. That'll be kind of like your plaque that shows up. But I wanted to level us up a little bit. I have some more things that are coming in, but I can't put them on there yet. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I can't do it yet. So anyway, that's what's going on with that. Let's quickly edit this. I want to blur this background. I'm level 13. I know you are. You're stuck by yourself. It wasn't a portal, it was an item that she used that brought her to Area 3 bypassing the boss. That's what happened. Neither one of us knew what was going to happen because we were just grinding away to kind of see if I want to know if it was worth keeping on. It is a fun game. I really, really do enjoy it. Just blur this a little bit. I'm just making this so that when I go back over, it looks a little better. So it kind of blurs into the next one. And it didn't blur. Huh. Let me turn it 100%. I want this to match better. I don't like that it doesn't match. Yeah, and then she died immediately for her crimes. Immediately. Immediately for your crimes, you were killed. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to make this look good. Let me see if I can get a red gradient. I really want to keep this here, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. It doesn't play well with this in design. Like I could do this, but that's not gonna help. This I really want Canva to add the ability to add a PNG transparency to a object. Because you got blur, autofocus, retouch, tracer, mockups, all these other ways. Yeah, I mean, as long as like AW or somebody else joins you, you should be able to get through it. Let me try background remover. Ooh, we'll just do this. We'll just do this. Let me go back in here and edit this. And we'll paint in this corner. I do like Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler's solo comic was great, by the way. No one knows anything about it. You could do it without another player, but I don't think it'll even let you enter the dungeon. I think you have to have 2 people. Because I don't even think you can solo a dungeon. And I wish we would have had 3 people when we did ours originally. Getting through Area 1's not that bad. It really isn't. I wonder if a magic expand here. Like if I could finish this art. There's some fun shit you can do. Hold on a minute, I want to see something. Before we go back into this. So he's here. What if I remove the background here? Ah, won't let me do it. But can I... I'm gonna see if I can magic grab. No. I want him. Yeah, baby. Cheating. I'm gonna do something kitschy here. Give me his hand. All right. Gotta grab all this edging. Okay. Okay. We're gonna grab it. And then we'll go back to what we were doing. Actually, you know what? Will it work? Yeah, okay. We're gonna delete this. Okay. I like the red, but too bad. We'll do this. Boom! Okay, so we have that. Let's put a red gradient background. Red gradient. Let's do... I like some of these. Oh, these are videos. Never mind. Let's do the photos. What's a good red gradient background? I kind of want like red to white. This is pretty nice, actually. We'll turn it, I think. Let's flip it, bury it back. Okay. All right. So now I got this. I'm going to see if I can add a drop shadow to this little clown. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Leave it be. Thank you. Edit. And we want shadows. And we're going to do a page lift. Let me change the angle. Let's get rid of some of this. Intensity. Let's move the distance. All right, there we go. All right, so now we're set up for this. We're going to go into my branding options here. I think I will use this one, but I'm going to use the built tilt. So I think this might be a better version. Let me type in built tilting. I added some of my fonts. Okay, perfect. So we're going to do this. We're going to put it in white. Let's get our music back. And we're going to do Rivals to roleplay. We're going to shrink it down. Go like this. I know you don't detect an image. And then we're going to add... how do I want to do the effect for this? I'm going to duplicate it, and then we're going to do a hollow version. And then we're going to make this red. Is there a red image color? We'll do this. And then we'll change. Because then I can put a drop shadow on here. Effects. And we'll do a drop shadow. I think that's what I want, right? Drop shadow? Drop shadow. Done. There we go. Easy enough. And then there's some cool elements in here I found doing some comic stuff the other day. They have like all these good explosion styles, right? So we do comic banner, I think is what it was. Under all. For graphics, they have these fun pieces. Which are basically just built to fucking make this stuff. Pretty cool, right? It's super, super nice little pieces here. But this is the one I actually want. So we'll delete this. We're going to change the color of this to blue. We'll do my blue. And then we'll do my orange or white. Is white. Nah, it's too big. I need something smaller. I need like a line across. But like, look at this stuff, dude. These are great. These little pieces. There we go. Simple and clean. This is what I was looking for. Something easy. I'm gonna flip it though. And then I'm going to lock this background. And I'm talking out loud just so people know kind of what I'm doing. Then we're going to go back to watching this video. Can I lock this as well? I'm locking things that I don't want to move. We're going to group these. And now this, I feel like this needs to come over some. And down. And then I think I am going to change the colors on this to blue. We'll go in here and we will designate a darker blue, maybe? Like that? Should we do blue and yellow, since it's X-Men? Primary yellow? Yeah, I like the blue on blue. So we can kind of keep this here. Works for me. Do you need to be on at the same time as another player? No. No, not at all. It's just a dungeon crawler. The only time you have to be with somebody else on there is when you go to do the dungeons. But there are like random events that pop up and stuff like that in the chat, which are cool. But you can solo grind until dungeon and then just ping someone to do a dungeon with you. The dungeons take a minute to 2 minutes. They're hard, though. Like, we thought we were ready for that second dungeon, and we got fucking bodied. Bodied. It's just clean, simple. It's a text-based RPG, man. It's, I don't know. I think it's great. I've had a lot of fun with it. More than I thought I was going to. And I put it on just for something to fill time with people on the site, but it ended up actually being a good addition, just for shit to do. Yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of that. I was trying to make something that fits here, looks good, but I don't know, man. I don't think I see anything I like that goes across. Because it has to be so big. I think really I just need to change this background color. I just need to change this to like a blue or yellow maybe. And then we need to change this outline to a different color. It just can't read it. That's a little better. That's a little better. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not happy with it. I do love this, though. We are going to duplicate this page, because I want to have that as a extra piece. So we're going to delete this for now. I think I'm just going to put a simple piece across the top and see if I can get away with that. Like maybe this, no. Oh, here we go. I could crop it. Oh, this is perfect. Dig. This might actually be making it harder to read. This piece? Fuck that. Go away. Go away. No one likes you. No one likes you. Go away. All right, done. I'm gonna expand this, I think. Oops, wrong one. Let's bring this in to here, so I can center it, and then we'll get back to watching this video. There we go. All right, back to the video. So I'm going to be taking notes in the background. I'm going to move this over to here, and we're going to go back to this.
Total number plus your ability score beats the target number, and
I'll bring it back over
on the
afterwards.
marble die. That's a fantastic success. That basically means you succeed, and something awesome is about to happen.
Is it though?
You roll a Marvel die, but your result of all the die add together with your ability score is less than the target number. That's considered a fantastic failure. So basically, the action fails, but something good can still happen. It's sort of a no but.
All right, now check this out. Let's say you
No
roll
but?
a Marvel on the Marvel die,
No buts.
along with a 6 and another 6 on the other 2 die. That's known as an ultimate fantastic. That means you succeed on what you were trying to do, regardless of the target number.
Ultimate
and
fantastic?
You get to ignore any trouble on that roll.
That actually leads us straight into the next set of rules, which deals
I
with
feel like this needs a
edges
cheat
and
sheet.
troubles. An edge is making an action check under extra favorable conditions. That means you can re-roll a single die and use the better of the 2 numbers.
You know what I
For
mean?
instance, if this was my roll, I can re-roll this 1, and I could even try to get an ultimate fantastic. Wouldn't that be cool?
That would be cool. Now let's talk about trouble.
Why?
The narrator says, all right, you can do that, but there's some extenuating circumstance that's making it a little more difficult than normal. So when you have trouble, you've got to take your best die, re-roll it, and take the worst of the 2 rolls.
Ah, so in this
So every game uses the idea of advantage and disadvantage to make people re-roll shit. Is that what I'm hearing?
example, I would have to re-roll my Marvel die.
That's correct. If you roll a Marvel on the Marvel die, that's always considered the best number.
Rats.
Rats indeed. To give an example of that,
Didn't I just do that?
Beast is sneaking up behind an AIM scientist in the dark. The narrator might say Beast has.
I did that
because the AIM scientist can't see him coming.
Okay, so the player makes an action check and rolls a 1, 3, 2 for a total of 6.
Huh,
and your ability score of a +3 makes that a 9, but the target number is a 10.
Well, good thing he has edge. You can take that lowest roll, which is a 1.
No,
re-roll it,
I
and
cannot.
get
I just
a
tried.
2. All you need is to get is a 2, and you'll hit the target number.
Okay.
I just tried. Doesn't work. I fought a mini boss.
And that's a 5.
Oh, great. So 5, 3, 2, that's a 10, plus their ability score makes it 13, which means you succeed on the attack.
Or do I have to do it by myself and you can't join me? How does that work?
Let's say
We just did that.
has lost an arm, but he's still fighting.
Okay, we'll say in this example, the player rolls a 6 marble 5, but he has
Okay.
trouble on the roll, which means he has to re-roll his best die, which in this case
I
is
feel
the
like this is the
marble die.
worst
So if he re-rolled it
explanation
and
of the
got,
game.
Let's say a 2, now he only has a total of a 13, which might not be enough to succeed.
The cool thing about Edge and Trouble is that they stack. So if you have 2 good things going for you, you can re-roll twice. You could re-roll the same die, you could even re-roll 2 different die, and you can do them one at a time so you can pick your best option.
Yeah, but trouble stacks as well. You can get double trouble, triple trouble. You have to keep rolling and take the worst result. The good thing is, though, trouble and edge cancel each other out. So if you have to do a roll and you have trouble and edge on the roll,
Why are they explaining the game this way? This just feels like too much. I know they didn't write the script.
Let's roll the dice.
Oh,
and
I
see
would
what
assume.
happens.
My favorite part of role-playing games is the character creation or choosing an iconic character. And there are so many to choose from in the Marvel Multiverse role-playing game. There are literally hundreds of Marvel heroes and villains.
We're gonna get into looking at
Each one have
characters
their own
though.
Profile. You can see.
So look how like their books are even like made for PDFs, man. They're a white background. They're made for printing. You know what I mean? That's weird. Serving hands, I already did that. That's what we did earlier when I did that mini boss. You joined me though. That's what I did earlier.
the core rulebook, and it lists everything you need to know about the character. All of their stats, their ranks, their backstory details, their powers.
Yeah, now you mentioned ranks. What is a rank? Your rank is your measure of training in raw power, and there are 6 rank benchmarks. You got like a rank 1.
Okay, so that's cool. They ranked their characters 1 through 6. Okay. So I'm going to make a note here. Where's the halfway on this? Hold on a minute here. Where is my rulers? Where are my rulers? I like that they have them ranked 1 through 6, but I feel like I'm looking up a note here that I made before the show. Think I did this right. So there are ranks. Oh, does Built Tilting not have a body? I mean, he's got to go to Nodo. Got to go to Nodo. Boop. So there's ranks are 1 through 6. 1 through 6. And they determine your power level. And it goes Rookie, Protector, Champion, Legend, Mythic, Cosmic. Are they able to play together? Because if you can't play together, I think that's my biggest problem with RPGs is the rank scales are great, but a lot of the times you can't play together, and I don't think that inherently feels good. You know what I mean? It just doesn't. Let me see here. Okay. All right.
One rookie hero, fresh on the scene, all the way up to a cosmic level rank 6 hero.
And if you want to choose a rank for your group, make sure you talk to each other. It's all based on the type of campaign that you want to play. So if you want to play cosmic galactic battles, you're probably going to choose a rank 6. If you want to play somebody like Night Nurse, who is more of a rookie, you might want to choose rank 1.
But how are you going to be able
Everybody
to
in the
play
party
them
be the
together?
same
Like,
rank.
how is there
All right, we talked about
mechanics?
characters, we talked
Gonna
about
cover
rank.
that.
Let's talk about abilities.
Yes. So each character is also defined by 6 abilities.
Melee is a character's brawling ability in close combat.
Agility measures their ability for ranged attacks.
Resilience is the character's stamina and ability to withstand pain or extreme conditions.
Yeah, and then vigilance reflects their situational awareness, their mindfulness, and their discipline.
Ego is the character's energy, self-confidence, and charisma.
And logic represents
Okay.
their powers of reason and insight.
All right.
Ability scores are added to any action check made using that ability. So let's use Deadpool as an example again. Let's say he's going to deliver a kick to Taskmaster. Since that's a close attack, he makes a melee action check, and he rolls, we'll say, a 4-2-5 for a result of 11. To that, he adds his melee score of +5 for a total of 16.
You also use a character's ability scores to figure out their defense score. That's the target number an attacking character must meet or beat to land their attack. So, if Taskmaster wants to throw his shield at Deadpool, he needs to make an agility check and get at least a total of 14 to hit the old.
So they each have an ability score, and then they each have a defense score. So are you rolling against your own score?
Shield at Deadpool, he needs to make an agility
Oh, that's their
check
defense
and
for each
get at
category.
least a
I
total
see.
of 14
I see.
to hit the old Merc with a mouth. Merc with a mouth.
Work with the mouth.
Merc with a mouth.
You nailed it.
Did I say that weird?
No.
Okay.
You made it weird. All right, moving down our character sheet, the next stat.
So they
is
each have-
health. Health is your
each have
capacity to
a
endure physical damage. And
stat
every character has a
and a
different health
defense.
pool. Whenever you take damage, you subtract that damage from whatever your current health is at.
Next up is focus. Every character has their own unique amount of focus, and basically what focus allows you to do is use your focus points to enact your powers, which we'll get to later. But powers are like
Okay.
cool attacks that are specific to your type of hero.
So
After
powers
focus, there's karma.
are
Karma
to
is awesome.
heroes.
When you play a heroic tag character, you get karma equal
And
to
then
your
karma-
rank, and you use karma to get edge or to give an enemy trouble. You can also use karma to recover health or recover focus.
Next up is the initiative modifier. Whenever you hear your narrator say roll for initiative,
Okay.
that means it's about to go down. You take your 3 dice, you roll those, you add your initiative modifier, and that determines when you're going to.
Okay, so initiative, though, I like to abbreviate initiative, is 3d6 plus mod.
Act in combat. If you have a high initiative modifier, you're probably going to go pretty early in the fight.
High
If you
first.
have a low initiative modifier, you're going to go late if you're lucky. And if you have an E next to your number, that means you get edge on your initiative checks. Okay, those are the stats, but character sheets give you tons of other important info. First up, powers. Powers are your special abilities like flight, super strength, or telepathy. There are also power sets that organize all the different collections of powers.
For example, Gambit is one of the character profiles in the X-Men expansion book. It
Yep.
has 6 basic powers,
Which we're gonna look at
two from the
here.
Power set called Elemental Control, which is energy.
Okay.
7 from the Ranged Weapons power set.
Okay.
And 2 under Tactics.
Every power has its own explanation listed in the core.
Never
manual.
been a
Take
Gambit
Gambit's
fan either.
elemental burst.
I know a lot of
That
people love
power
Gambit,
allows him to
but I will say
fire
when I
a
watched
burst
the
of
new
energy up to
X-Men,
10
I really liked
The
it.
attack is a success.
Kyle, you gotta go
With
get-
regular damage.
Kyle, you got to go to read me,
The enemy takes
and you
double
have to
damage
get
and
your
is blinded for 1 round.
tag. You don't have the hero tag, so go to read me, and you'll see an emoji you can click for Epic Hero. That's why nothing's working. I don't think you have it. Yeah, you don't have the... Oh, no, you do have Epic Hero. You are a citizen. You have Epic Hero. You don't need the GM tag. You don't need GM. Unless you want GM tag. You don't need it. It's up to you. Make sure it works still. Is it giving you in the lower left-hand corner in your text chat your shield? Like that? Does it give you the little shield icon with the hat? No, yeah, you don't need to do that. Hold on. Let me check something on the server. Pause for station identification. It's working for a mirror, right? Trickster, you were in there doing it and it was fine. Yeah, it should be working. Let me check the roles here. I'm checking server settings for you. As long as you have the Epic Hero role, as long as you have the Epic Hero role, you should be able to view the channels, and you should be able to send messages, read, write, threads, attach files, use emojis, use stickers, read message history. You can see the messages in there, right, Kyle? Like you can see everybody else's stuff. It's just a baseline for me to know what you have access to. Clicking the things on and off over and over again aren't going to help you. Hold on. Let me go into your personal profile. Let me check your shit. Let me remove this because you don't need it. So you have the Epic Hero. You have Player. You have Living ETHAUNTIA. You have Citizen. And you have Spirit of Sadness. Spirit of Sadness is just the rankings. And I'm pretty sure it's /start. It should pull up. Yeah. So that happens. If it pulls it up at least for you, a lot of times you have to hit /start again. Because basically /start like makes your character. It takes a little bit for it to generate your character. And then you hit /start again. As long as you're in the same room to start. After that, you can switch rooms. It should let you see your character and stuff. So try /start. And then do tutorial, not guide. And then see what happens from there. I have it up. What room are you in? 2 or 1?
Classic
I'll keep it up in the
Origins and
background.
Occupations of your favorite heroes. That's very important to understand.
I do want to trying to do both for you.
The things that they might decide.
It did that to me too. So you're in
combat
one, it looks like.
situation. There's also traits. Now, traits have a mechanical effect, often very beneficial. For instance,
And are you on the phone or on a
America has the
PC?
trait Battle
Once you get your character made, you should be fine. There you go. There you go.
And you get
Now
to
click
add
whatever
third
one you want.
focus.
You got it. Click the US flag or whatever fucking language you want. /start. Yep. And now once you click the flag, then you should be able to do /tutorial. But it's because it has to build your character. All right, back to what I was doing. Sorry, guys. Sorry for those who are watching this live stream later on. For clarity, what's going on is they're setting up Epic Hero. I could probably just... Hold on here. Let me just show everybody what we're doing, and then we'll get back into this, because there's no context to what is going on. First off, here's a Discord link for anyone who might be watching this later. Or not. Or not. We have no dice bots today, apparently. Wonderful. Wonderful. Let me fix this. No accounts. Cool story, bro. Cool story, bro. Why are you acting like there's no accounts? Why is it doing this? Let me do this real quick. It is acting like we don't have an account today, everybody, which is not the case. Not the case. You have to, a lot of times, log in and out of the accounts. Which is annoying. It's very annoying that I have to do this. Let me play music meanwhile. I've had a lot of problems with Elgato the last couple of weeks. It was really working really good for a while, and I think really it's like, I think what happens is YouTube updates their API, and when the API gets updated, it fucks Elgato, and then Elgato has got to play catch up and put out new pieces, and so on, and so on, and so on, and so on. Let me see if that worked. That should have worked. Let's try that again. Boom. All right. For context of what we're doing, everybody was asking. We're talking about Marvel stuff, but let me just open Discord here. I gotta be careful because I got NDA shit in here. I gotta make sure you can't see the NDA stuff. I gotta go specifically to the page. All right, so here's our thing. Let me go over to it so you guys can see it. So if you scroll down, first thing you do when you come in here is you hit README. You select all your pieces at the bottom of the screen here, right? And then, yes, I have a lot of pieces I'm part of. But at the very bottom, below this, you'll see pieces you can select. You'll see they kind of tell you what to do. And then when you scroll down, you have Epic General, where you can talk in it. And then you have Epic Room 1. Really? I know I had that problem too, but it eventually generated my character. We had to have start. You had to hit start. And then once you hit start again, you got to let it time out, hit tutorial, and it should work. But anyway, you have characters. So if I, for example, go like this and hit inventory, you can see my inventory. Why? When you do /start, it should be putting a prompt up. And I feel like you're not clicking, or maybe it's not giving you the prompt. Instead of hitting enter, does a little prompt line like go up above? So like watch. Hold on here. Unfortunately, this is cutting off the bottom of my screen. Hold on. If I go like that, you can see it a little bit better. Yeah, so here's the thing. It pulls up a huge prompt feed. No, it's /. And you should see a thing that pops up that says like frequently used and shit, but you want to make sure that it's the icon with the shield and the sword and the hat. Serving Hand, stop typing stuff for a minute. Let him just do the tutorial really quick and see if it pops. Because /start should do this. And then you should click the tutorial, and it should pop this. And then it walks you through all the stuff you can do, like /hunt. Right? And then it's like tutorial tip 2. I don't know how you exit it, though. Because then you can do buy life potion. I probably need another 20 of these bitches anyway. Now click tutorial. Well, I don't know. That might be mine so far. Did it work for him? So I can exit out of here? How do I leave the tutorial? Oh, /start for me. There. All right, now I can just go back to what I was doing. Boom. Okay, just making sure it worked for me. All right, so back to what we were doing, everyone. Okay. You have to do it in the order it says to do it. You can't heal unless you have a potion. I don't know what the hell is going on for you, man.
That situation. There's also traits.
Let me get back to this. I want to be able to finish the stream sometime today. Someone else assist him for now in the Discord, please.
Has the trait battle ready, which means he's always mentally prepared for trouble, and you get to add plus 30 focus.
Tags are narrative. They tell you who the character is, where they come from, how they behave. So, using Captain America as an example, he has the tags Enemy Hydra, Enemy Red Skull, Heroic, Public Identity. And these really help you flesh out the role-playing aspects of the character.
And as you've been seeing, all of that information is contained on your character sheet. And it's super
So tags are kind of cool, then. That kind of like really makes them who they are.
In the back of the core rulebook, or you can go to marvel.com/RPG and download the sheets there.
All right.
Something is different with your prompt. Your prompt is not bringing up what you need
And get into some
in Discord.
When a combat is about to begin, the narrator will say,
Like, do me a favor. Do /help. I just want to see if it pulls up Avery. Because if none of the prompts are pulling up, that means that you're missing the piece that comes up in the line above it.
The highest number goes first, and then the lowest.
Because I know that works for everybody.
There's also a thing
just hit
called the
/help.
bonus round. If anyone rolls a fantastic success, they get to go before everyone in a special round dedicated only to the people that rolled a fantastic success during their initiative.
Once combat
Sounds like a
starts,
surprise round?
You have your actions. This is what you can do in combat. First, you've got your standard.
That's kind of
action.
cool.
You also have your
Yeah,
movement
it's you.
action,
It's your
and you have
chats.
your reaction, which happens
It's whatever you're using to
once per
hit
round.
on your phone or your
Your
PC.
standard action maneuvers. You've got
There's a
attack.
piece that pops up.
your
That's
close or
what's
range
going on right now. Go into Gravelighter, the Gravelighter's Playground, and do help in there and just see what happens. Because I know you pulled up your information before in there. It's not, though. I need to finish the stream serving hands. It's not. I'll be in here all day doing Discord fixes. Oh, I see what you're saying. The Discord's more important than Marvel as a company. I mean, no. Yep, it's your phone. When you hit /, does it pull up a screen above when you just hit /? It should look like a box that pops up with options. You might need to reboot Discord on whatever you're on.
You've also got dodge, which allows you to move away from
There you go.
attacks that will have trouble until the next turn.
Worked that time. Now go back down there and try
If you've
start.
been grabbed or pinned.
Speaking of grab, another action you can do is grab hold of a target.
Then we've got help. Help gives a character of your choosing an edge on their next.
So they got like all the normal things you'd have, like extra
Power
shit.
takes a standard action to use any of your special abilities.
Then you have
Okay.
move, meaning you get to move twice in a turn if you use move as a standard action.
Speaking
Okay.
of movement is when a character travels a distance up to their listed speed. Everyone can run, climb, swim.
These are all-
and jump
this is
as well.
very
There are also
basic
powers and
information.
traits that give additional modes of movement like flight. All right, you might be thinking, all right, when can I move? When can I use my standard action? Well, a character can combine their movement with their standard action in whatever order works best.
So, say for example that Storm flies from one end of a bridge to the other where she wants to attack a scroll. Storm's movement when flying is 20 spaces, but the scroll is only 10 spaces away. After the attack, the scroll is still standing, so Storm uses the rest of her movement to put herself between the scroll and a bus full of civilians.
So brave.
So brave.
All right, let's talk about reactions. Every character gets one reaction per round, and you can use a reaction when something happens that would trigger it. Now, some reactions require
Okay.
powers, and those are listed.
I'm looking over here because
in
I'm
the
writing stuff.
descriptions.
But basic reactions anyone can use. My favorite is the fastball.
Fastball special anyone can use? Come on. Come on. Get it right. Raven and I play a lot of Rivals, and there's only 2 people who do the fastball special right now. Hulk and Wolverine. When Colossus comes around, I'm sure he can do it too.
Special.
Classic.
That happens when a character takes their standard action to throw one of their teammates, and then that teammate uses their reaction to invoke the fastball special.
All right, let's talk about dealing damage. You deal damage as a result of a successful attack. You calculate the damage by applying your character's damage multiplier to the action checks Marvel die.
It is
and then
definitely
add
whatever
your score.
you are
Now,
currently
physical-
playing your game on, Kyle, because it is pulling up. Like maybe you're doing it too fast. There's a prompt above, you got to click it. Because typing it isn't working for you. Like, when I type /hunt, a little bar pops up that says /hunt epic RPG. And then on my phone, let me make sure, because the phone could be different. Those, you don't want to do /help in here. There's 2 different helps. I'm going to delete that. That's a different bot. That's how I know it's weird, because you can do /help in there, and then it'll give you a list of things that can help you. It'll be, hold on here. It will be... There you go. There you go. It's working now. I don't know what the fuck you did, but good job. All right, let me see if I can get back to this.
The scroll is still standing, so Storm uses the rest of her movement to put herself between the scroll and a bus full of civilians.
Scroll. Not scroll. Scroll.
All right, let's talk about reactions. Every character gets 1 reaction per round, and you can use a reaction when something happens that would trigger it. Now, some reactions require powers, and those are listed in the power.
I feel like reactions are going to be really important for a superhero game. Yeah, okay. Well, I already saw this. I don't need to see this again. I already went too far.
And then that teammate uses their reaction to invoke the fastball special.
All right, let's talk about dealing damage. You deal damage as a result of a successful attack. You calculate the damage by applying your character's damage multiplier to the action check's Marvel die and then add the ability score. Now, if it's a physical injury, that affects the character's health. If it's a mental injury, that affects the character's focus.
All right, now I'm dying for some combat.
So health and focus.
Can you show us an example of how we would put it all together?
Yes, let's put it all together and see how some combat would play out.
Set the scene for us, Troy.
Okay, all right. Let's say that you are everyone's favorite web slinger, our boy Peter Parker, and along with your friends, Spider-Man.
These guys are
on
so goofy.
Moreland, who we'll say is like 12 spaces ahead of you.
Okay, so I'm going to run so that I'm within range,
Right.
and then I'm going to hit him with my Spider Strike power.
Okay, that's a close attack, so you'll need to do a melee action check and beat a target number of 14, which is Moreland's melee defense score.
Cool.
Okay.
With Spider Strike, heroes can attack 2 different characters,
Right.
but to make things easier, I'm just going to focus on the one evil vampire.
Smart.
You should have done both so we could learn how to fucking do it. Don't water it down.
Okay, so 9 plus my ability score 5, so that's a 14.
You nailed it exactly. Now, let's figure out the damage, okay? Unlike other RPGs, in this game, you only need to roll 1 time to hit, and then you calculate the damage from that same roll.
I do love that. That's awesome. So Karn does something very similar. Where Karn, Mythic Bastion lands, all that stuff does something very, very similar. Where you can roll once and get your damage as well. I love that in a game. It's so much faster.
Roll. Look at your Marvel die.
Look at that. Look at that hit. Look at that old school fucking high school pencil. Look at that. Junior high.
Okay, that's the key to understanding how much damage you're going to do.
Right, so Spider-Man has a melee damage multiplier of 5.
So your damage is the red die.
So that's the Marvel die.
You're making people...
5, that's 10, plus 5, 15, and that's...
You're making people do a lot of math in this game. Like, I know this should be easy, but you're making people roll 3d6, add that together, add a stat. 3d6, add it together, add a stat. But you're also making them read the dice across for how many edges and how many, troubles they get. And now for damage, you're making them take the red die and multiply it by your multiplier. And then add your ability. So you're like, oh yeah. Also, if you get a 4, you need to times it by 5. Like, this is math that, I know it sounds bad, but not all of the people in the world are good at math. I feel the idea, keep it simple, stupid, doesn't work.
The points of damage. So I did it, I hit.
The fight isn't over yet.
So hold on, I want to rewind this.
You calculate the damage like other. You nailed it.
So
Smart.
all right. I'll things easy.
Score.
Cool.
Check and beat a target number. Okay, that's.
I'm rewinding it here.
Within range,
Right.
and then I'm gonna hit him with my spider strike power.
Okay, that's a close attack, so you'll need to do a melee action check and beat a target number of 14, which is Moreland's melee defense score.
Cool.
That part makes
Spider
sense.
Strike heroes can attack 2 different characters,
Right.
but to make things easier, I'm just gonna focus on the one evil vampire.
Smart.
All right, I'll roll. Okay, so 9 plus my ability score 5, so that's a 14.
You nailed it exactly. Now, let's figure out
So
the
it's
difference,
equal.
Okay? Unlike other RPGs, in this game, you only need to roll 1 time to hit, and then you calculate the damage from that same roll.
Okay.
Using your original roll, look at your Marvel die, okay? That's the key to understanding how much damage you're going to do.
So the red die or whatever, whatever one you choose to be your Marvel die.
Multiplier of 5, and then we add his melee.
So he's saying his multiplier is 5. So hold on a minute here. Let's open the PDF up here. I'm curious as to what Spider-Man's character sheet looks like as we're going through this. Do I have? I don't. I bet there's no bookmarks in here. There's not. Fuck. Fuck. Let's just find the character here. Where's characters? Narrator. There should be pre-made characters, right? Did I miss it? All right, it's got to be near the back of the book. Here we go. So let's look at a character sheet here. Oh, I got MODOK in here. That's cool. I like MODOK, man. He's just Patton Oswalt was a fucking perfect voice for MODOK. Are these just villains? These look like they're just villains, don't they? Let's go to Spider-Man. We'll find out. No, I guess it's not. Let's get to S's. Half this book is characters. Squirrel Girl. They have Spider-Man 2099 in here. Spider-Man is one of my favorite. Spider-Man 2099 I fucking love. All right, so this is what they were looking at. So his damage is times, I think it's this here. So this is the multiplier here. Plus ability of 5. So I don't know how they put that together. For melee, I'm guessing it's strength. That's a 6. Maybe it's the ability score. I don't know. He's in here. No, 2099 is, yeah. I just want to know where this comes from. You know what I'm saying? Where does this come from? Anyway. So it's that plus 5. So now we know what we're looking at least. I just wanted to see what it was.
Score. So that's the Marvel die times 5. That's 10 plus 5, 15, and that's the points of damage. So I did it. I hit.
The fight isn't over yet. Now, damage multipliers normally correspond to a character's rank, but some powers can increase or even change the multiplier.
Spider-Man has Mighty 1, so that gives him a +1 to his damage multiplier, bringing it up from 4 to 5.
Oh, but wait, Moreland has Sturdy 2, which gives him damage reduction. This means that he's able to ignore or reduce some of the damage from Spider-Man's
Sure,
strike.
so we're doing damage reduction.
So instead of using my 5 for Spider-Man's damage multiplier, I gotta go with a 3. So I'm gonna do some quick maths. Okay, so a 2 times 3 plus 5, my new amount of damage is only an 11.
Not as impressive.
I'm just a teenage boy. You can also roll things for non-combat checks. So if you're not in combat and an action isn't related to a fight, but it still has a question of success to it, for instance, breaking through a wall or interrogating a baddie, or just sneaking around, you can still do checks, similar to an action check, but you use the non-combat checks score.
Let's say you're the Hulk and you want to bust through a door. You'd roll your dice, add them up, and look at the Hulk's non-combat melee score. In this case, he has a +13, so you'd easily succeed. Of course he would. It's the Hulk, and it's a door.
Yeah. Hulk smash.
One more element of combat that adds to the fun is what's called a team maneuver. In a team maneuver,
They added a
players
bunch
come
of the
up with
new
a
X-Men
group
book.
maneuver that helps everyone on the team. And there's 3 different kinds, right?
Yeah, there's offensive, defensive, and rally. Offensive is like, it allows for better dice rolls.
And defensive gives you protection from incoming attacks. Rally gives trouble to attacks against you or gives recovery rolls for health or focus.
And each has 3 levels. Higher level equals you gotta spend more focus.
In order
Alright.
to use your team maneuver, you have to activate it with a rally cry like, Avengers Assemble!
I've been working on a rally cry for our team, the Good Enoughs.
All right.
The good enoughs?
Okay. Are you sitting?
I am.
We tried our best. We'll get them next time.
We can keep working on that one.
Okay.
That was horrible.
All right, we've talked about playing classic Marvel superheroes like Spider-Man, Deadpool, and the Hulk. But what if you want to create your own superhero? There are 5...
This is super important. Let's get back into this. Now you guys got Epic Hero handled. This is super important to me. I feel like Marvel, the heroic system. Do I have it sitting here? I don't. I do have it. Marvel heroic system was amazing. But the problem was that Marvel would not let you make characters. You had to go find someone's shit online to be able to make stuff. Like, they would not let you fucking do it. And that's a problem. Like, if you can't make a character, I feel like they just weren't understanding tabletop RPGs for fans. They wanted you to only play the intellectual properties of a character that already existed. In this one, they let you make your character. But they still don't know that you need to be able to put out PDFs. Just
5 steps to do so. Step number 1, determine the rank of your hero.
Then you pick your ability scores.
sure.
Then pick the backstory elements.
Then you get to pick your powers.
Last step, you calculate your other scores. All right, so let's run through an example. Before we jump into all the cool abilities and powers, what's our overarching concept here?
All right, picture this. Our character is a college student at Empire State University. She's studying at the library one night when robbers break in looking for a magic book. While hiding from the robbers, she discovers that ancient tome, and it magically transforms her into Young Lion, defender of public knowledge.
Incredible. Now let's
Cool
start with
character.
your character sheet. You want to pick your
I
character's rank.
don't
and
hate
what would
that.
work best in the
Oh, this is
context
cool.
of your team. So you should coordinate that with other players and the narrator.
We're going for an origin story campaign, so for Young Lion, we're obviously gonna go.
I dig this a lot.
At rank 1, Young Lion has 5 ability score points to spread out, and
Okay.
each ability maxes out at 4.
Okay, so we'll put 2 points into melee and 1 point each into agility, resilience, and vigilance. And to figure out Young Lion's ability defenses, you add 10 to each of those ability scores.
Oh.
Origin, let's go with magic sorcery, which gives her the tags sorceress and supernatural.
When you all are learning a new game, do you find it easier to watch a character creation versus them explaining the rules of the game first? I would rather see this and then see the rules explained versus the rules explained and then the character. Because when I have a character sheet, like a picture in my head of the character sheet, I have an idea of what I'm getting ready to watch for rules. And the way they just taught it, again, nothing against Glass Cannon's peeps, the way that this was just taught was the opposite. And I feel like I don't learn it as well. I feel like you give me the character sheet and then you give me the rules for tabletop RPGs. I know that's contrary to normally how you learn things, but it seems to work better. Maybe it's just me.
Okay, occupation is student, and that gives us the tags mentor and obligation school, and the trait quick learner.
Now, as a rank 1 character, we can also choose 1 extra trait.
Fun. Okay, let's say Young Lion has a temper. So let's go with Berserker. And for tags, we'll choose Heroic, and secret identity. I also want to give Young Lion claws, so that'll be the tag signature weapon.
Okay, now for powers. At rank 1, Young Lion can have up to...
Whoever the comic book artist can be really mad they have to draw little lions.
Melee weapons, which represents her razor-sharp claws. And within that set, let's choose vicious attack and hit and run.
And then to round it out, let's go with healing factor and mighty 1, which are basic powers.
From here, we've got to do some basic math to calculate Young Lion's other scores.
For Young Lion's health, we'll multiply her resilience by 30, and
Okay.
for focus, multiply vigilance by 30.
To figure out damage multipliers, since Young Lion is rank 1,
Here we go.
base damage multiplier is 1. And the power Mighty 1 adds an extra point to the melee damage multiplier, making it 2.
Because vigilance is 1, that means the initiative modifier is +1. The base run
So-
speed is 5 spaces.
They're derivative stats. So basically, it's a stat where you take a number and then that number gets added to whatever is the derivative. Dragonbane uses a lot of games do, but Dragonbane is the most common thing that I'm using right now that has a derivative to it.
Climb, jump, and swim speeds are all half that, or 3 spaces each. And karma matches rank, so she has 1 karma.
And boom, there we go. Now we have the character sheet for our very own.
Super cool that they showed the person drawing the character at the same time. That's fucking cool. I think that's actually a really nice touch. Weird they changed the hand up. Because the hand they were drawing earlier, if we back up, that's the hand that was outstretched like this. And then when we get to it, they drew the one that's like this. I would rather have seen it be this claw, or I'd rather have seen her jumping maybe. But then she's a protector of knowledge? I don't know, man. That's a dope idea.
Original character, Young Lion.
We need one of those right now. Libraries are
We
hurting.
make characters all day. You know, in Captain America.
Yeah, that's I got it. I think they get it. We've covered so many parts of the Marvel Multiverse role-playing game, but I think for me, what's so special is getting to play the iconic Marvel heroes. I've loved
It's not.
Spider-Man ever since I was a kid, so getting to play him in a role-playing game is just a dream.
That's not an Iron Fist. The background's different. It's totally different.
There's something special about
Martial arts are all gonna have the
these
same
heroes
poses.
in this universe. I've been with these heroes for a long, long time, and it's just nice to take them out for a spin once in a while.
Yeah, or play against them, which you also love to do.
Of course.
Hopefully, we've inspired you to get
Okay, so this is their breakdown for it. It's an okay breakdown. I don't hate the breakdown. Now, they don't have anything else on this. That's it. This is everything that they did. There's no other. It's like they built it and then just stopped doing it. But the X-Men expansion is why I'm actually here today. I wanted you all to see kind of after the Discord stuff, I wanted you all to see kind of how the game plays so you have an idea. So we're rolling 3d6 to do most of the stuff that we need to do. I started up a piece here to make some notes, right? So you got Rivals the Roleplay. So stats and defense each have a stat. Each have a stat and a defense. I should actually reword this. Each stat has a defense is what it should say. Has a defense. And then powers are to heroes, so they're specific. Karma, you can use to get edge, give trouble, recover health, or focus. We know the initiative is 3d6 plus the mod first. High goes first is what we know for that, which is important. There was something about a special version where if you rolled a certain roll, there was like a special round for them. It sounds like it's basically a surprise round, but they're not calling it that. Tags, things are specific to a character. Example, in Captain America, he fights Hydra, but since we have Spidey up, tags, he's heroic, obligations Aunt May, he's poor, he's got a secret identity. And then you can see his powers are brilliance, combat trickery. So like, this is where I started running into problems with the game. It is definitely built to use with a companion app because each one of these is a power and you don't know what those powers do unless you have them pulled up. So while that one-page character sheet seems normal, If we go down here and we look at like wall crawling, web casting, web gliding, web grabbing, like you have to have all of these things. So that means that it's really a bunch of feats, and you run into a problem with this. Like, hold on here. Let me go back. Oh, I can't do it that way, huh? I'll do it by page numbers. So let's go back to, let's just go to any character. We'll go to the first character. We'll write down the page number. Agent Coulson. Let's not do that. This is somebody with some powers here. Well, we were looking at Spider-Man, right? Let's just go back to Spider-Man. Ooh, Sunspot's in here. Submariner, Namor, Storm, Star-Lord, Squirrel Girl. Okay, here we go. So he's got brilliance, combat trickery, evasion, inspiration, integrity, mighty one, wisecracker. His powers are jump, spider dodge, spider sense, spider strike, wall crawl, web cast, web glide. Where did you see not dodge? Yeah, he's got spider dodge. Right there. Boop. So he's on page 238. Let's go back to abilities here. I'm assuming it's under dodge. There's no dodge here. I swear to God, if there's something called spider dodge, there might be something called spider dodge here. Hold on here. I said that number was what? 238? Spidey 238. I'm just writing it down so we can flip back and forth. Let me get some music while we're doing this. So where's spider dodge? Holy shit, man. The amount of powers here. So yeah, spider dodge. So it's here. Let's get my highlighter open here. So this, oops. So spider dodge. I need to be a little brighter than that. That's spider dodge, right? So spider moves, prerequisite none, reaction. Someone makes an agility attack against the character. The duration's instant. The attacker has trouble on the attack. If the attack misses, the character can leap in any direction at their jump speed. So that means that you would get the 2d6 that you're rolling, have to take the worst. So basically you're enforcing a trouble on them. I guess this is kind of clean. Let's go back to 238. Okay. All right. So what I wanted to go over today, because I'm going to be, the section I'm recording is the Rivals of Roleplay, is I really want to go over the new X-Men expansion. This is what I want to look at. I love the concept of playing X-Men. They went with like an old 80s motif on this. So let's kind of look through what the options are here. We have how to use this book. It doesn't matter if you're narrator, player. Everyone is allowed to read this book. There are no secrets. Oh, that's... Okay. This is kind of cool. I'm not going to lie. I dig this. That's super cool. Chapter 2, Mutants. We discuss what a mutant Marvel terms is. But, oh, can we just point out that I cropped all these from my Roll20, right? Because I bought it for Roll20. And I put it through Adobe and then had it read the text so that I could highlight stuff. Thanks, Adobe. You did something good in 2025. Who knew? I didn't. So, anyway, for all the years of sass that I've given it. So we got X teams. There's several chapters focus on particular mutant team or type of affiliated with Professor X, the Mutant Society. At some point, Chapter 3 is the largest. This features the original Mutant X-Men. The team has evolved. Chapter 4, this is on X Factor. Yeah, baby. The team that initially spun off from X-Men. Chapter 5 is X-Force. This team began more mature version of the New Mutants, but soon became the X-Men's Black Operations Force. Cool. 6 is subject to mutant schools. The Doctor Strange one that came out is fucking awesome. If you've never read that, I have it on Comixology. Let me pull up Comixology here. Hold on here. I think I can read my comics on Comixology still. Like, I hate that Amazon bought this, dude. I really do. It's so ridiculous to me that they bought it, and I have my list, but I can't, how do I go read my shit in Comixology now? Like, how do I read my books online? It's such a clunky piece of shit setup. There. So if we go here, if I take this away, this one here, where's the Strange Academy here? Oh yeah, Ultra Mega, awesome. If you haven't read that, by the way. I've been reading Magic, Strange Academy. This is, yeah, got it. This is an amazing comic if you haven't read it. Really, really good. Thanks to Riddles for pointing this out. This is one that I highly recommend reading if you want to read like an X-Men First Class kind of thing, but you want something different. It's all new characters that are training with Doctor Strange. It's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. But anyway, I digress. So what else do we got here? Tackles the Marauders in 7, group that started out as villains under the leadership of Mr. Sinister, recently transformed team of mutant heroes. Cool. Kate Pride runs that one. And then other teams, it's mutants on teams in places that don't directly work as part of Professor X's society. Chapter 8 doesn't go too far afield, showing members of the Alpha Flight Canadian superhero team. Cool. And then 9 takes up perhaps the most unusual team, the Exiles. Group of wanderers through the multiverse. That's pretty sweet. So that's cool. They kind of broke down the first, 9 chapters? Yeah, 9 chapters. That's awesome. That's really cool they did that. 10 is alternate worlds for it in chapter 10. That mutants and especially the X-Men have appeared in over the years. So they're really giving you like a historical dive into this. Vital details. Last 2 chapters of the book put aside the histories, adventure hooks, and so on. Present all sorts of things you can use directly in your game. So this is the chunk area. This is like all of the rules and shit like that you need. Book wraps up with chapter 13, which features profiles from any of the mutants discussed in other chapters. This should give you plenty of heroes to play with, and then also they got villains in here as well. So they break down everything here. They break down the new team. They go through like the history of it. Take it easy. If you're a narrator, this book gives you a gigantic box of new toys to play with in terms of characters, settings, and rules. If you're a rookie narrator with new players, don't try to dump them all onto your gaming table at once. Yeah, obviously. There's a lot to absorb, much easier to do in small doses. Start with opening new profiles, players to use their heroes. So, yeah, I agree. You don't want everyone to get buried. You don't. I'd like to see what the actual book looks like for this, because the Roll20 one is just, I don't know, man. It's bland to me. Like the look is. So all mutants all time. While this is an X-Men themed book, this doesn't mean that your focus game on the X-Men or any other established mutant teams. Players can create their own team of mutants. I love this idea. I love this idea. I always thought having a group of mutants that worked with Cable doing time hops would be super cool. Like if Cable was teaching a class of the multiverse, like him and Bishop. I think that'd be a really cool idea. Right here, baby. A little Cable-y. You know what I mean? I think that'd be fun. Personally. Because then you could go anywhere and do anything and affect timelines and have fun and that kind of stuff. Hey, don't give them Magneto right off the bat. Yeah, don't do that. If you wish, of course, you can take a plunge and make a game all about mutants. The heroes can even join up Professor X or Cyclops. But, like, is Cable in here? Like, well, we were on page, what, 6? We knew it was, what, 235? So let's just do 200. Do we have characters in here? We do. So, like, we have Bishop. I saw Bishop. Is Cable in here? Cable's got to be in here, right? Cassidy. Inked Earth. The Blob. I don't... Let's see if we can get Cable. Cable. Okay, here we go. Oh, man, this is hard to read. It took me a long time. See how they're all linked because they're from Roll20. Accuracy, brilliance, inspire, might, one, sturdy, uncanny, tactics, change of plans, combat support, keep moving. Astral form. Yeah, serving hands, because I had to take screenshots of over 385 pages because they don't make a PDF. And trying to do it in Roll20 is too hard to navigate. Like, it's good for running, but it's not good for casual reading. They do not make PDFs. That's like my #1 problem I have with this. There's a Kindle comic book version, but like Comixology should sell it. Like, it's like they don't want people to play. But really, they just want you to use their digital tools. My thing is the problem with digital tools, look, this is the same problem I've had since day one with digital tools. I love them. I love how they work. But once you buy them for a VTT, you're stuck on that VTT. With this one, you can buy Demiplane or Roll20. Like, let's say Alchemy was to get it. Alchemy, up until some recent issues with some IPs they had, you can download the PDF. If I'm playing this on Roll20 and I go to play at a table with friends, I can't run this game unless I own the physical books. But I also can't run this game very easily online without owning the digital product, because they've inherently made this game so much of like looking up these abilities that you're fucked. It's really ridiculous to me. Like, I have a big problem with when companies have come in to make tabletop RPGs for their IPs, not understanding the culture, community, and climate of what they are building. If you don't understand those 3 things, the culture, the community, and climate, you don't build things in this space without hiring a professional to assist you. And I know Matt Forbeck, so I'm assuming Matt told them, like, yo, you need X, Y, and Z, and Marvel just said no. Well, whoever owns this intellectual property. But because of that, we don't have PDFs and we don't have an easy way to access this. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I don't like it at all. I think it's just absurd. So anyway, he's got telekinetic attack, telekinetic, and manipulation. He's got astral form, cloak, group, command, machine telepathy, mental shelter, mind reading, mirage, telepathic blast, telepathic link, telepathic network. So does he not have an item to travel the multiverse? Oh, change plans. No. Is it over here? Might be over here. Personality. No. Gray Malkin. Oop, fuck. Did I fuck it up? Note, the Gray Malkin, a city-sized starship, grants Cable range teleportation powers, which he refers to as body sliding. As long as he remains in contact with the ship, he can access the following teleportation powers. Port, so blink, teleportation 2, teleport object, teleport together, teleportal. So teleportal. So if we go back to powers, I want to see their powers. Yeah, it's ridiculous, Arians. Is teleportal in here? Is it not in this book? So on top of that, now you have to switch back to the core book as well to look up these powers. I bet you it's in here. If you want to play this game, you're really dedicating to 2 books to play X-Men at least. I swear to God, if there is a power in X-Men, the book, that isn't in the core rule book or isn't in the X-Men book, I'm going to be annoyed. Because that means even if you buy the fucking books, you can't use all the powers. So here's his telekinetic barrier. Let's make sure teleport's in here. Teleport 2, teleport 1, teleport blind, teleport object, teleport other, teleport together, teleportal. Okay, here we go. So teleportal. Teleport 1, rank 4, action standard, duration concentration, costs 15 focus. I don't even think they explain what focus was in that video. The character opens a glowing portal in a space next to them that teleports anything that enters it between that space and its destination, which forms a matching glowing portal in the other place. Other than the portal must be in a clear space, and the character can see the portal up to 10 times their rank in spaces away. Outside of combat, they can teleport up to 1,000 times their rank in spaces away. Anything can move through the portal in any direction until it is closed, which the character can do at will. So you can do teleport together. So this doesn't plane shift though. Doesn't he have a plane shift power? Am I wrong? I always thought Cable had a plane shift. I mean, I just give an object is what I would do for the class, but am I crazy? He doesn't have planar, huh? Was it Bishop that could do it? Maybe it's Bishop that can do it. Can he do planar travel? No. Which one of the X-Men could shift planes? There was one that could shift planes. Am I crazy? Anyway. So you can't, as long as you have the 2 books, you can use it. So that's good to know. So let's go back to the beginning here. Oh, wrong one. Let's go back to the beginning. I just want to scroll through some of this. I'm not going to go through all of it. I already have a lot of opinions. So Dawn of the Atom, so they break it down pretty well. They go through everything. They go through the mutant multiverse. Art is great. I love seeing the old comic art again, man. It's very awesome to see. It's very enjoyable, I should say, to see. I'm going to move this over here so it's not as in the way. Can I zoom this over a little bit? So, no New Mutants Identity. I hate this fucking bar now. I fucking hate this thing. I want it in the side panel. Like, I want this here. I don't want it floating here as I'm scrolling through shit. This is stupid. So we got mutant identity. Mutants don't even know they're mutants. Cerebro can detect them. That's a great thing. I think I could write a really good story based around this. Like, fucking having Cable show up. And I'm obviously talking out loud because I'm going to be running something for this. Because I do like the game. I just have problems with the presentation. And I still will support my friends who have been making stuff. I said this during the 5e debacle, and I'll say it during this, even though I think the way this is being sold to people is fucking stupid. Matt's an awesome designer, and his shit deserves to be on display. So I will definitely still run this. I just don't like the presentation. I don't like the options of purchase. Give me a fucking PDF. It's not rocket science. And I know it's part of your marketing strategy, but like, I'm angry. I'm angry day one of New Year's. A brand new 2025. I open up mad about a fucking RPG. Come on, man. Industry needs to be better. I promise, I state this. You can quote me, you can clip it. Anything that I put out will always have a PDF. And if print is affordable option for me to do, I will make it printable. And I would love to at least make all my stuff print on demand at the very least. And I think anytime you buy a physical copy, you should get access to a PDF. Even if it's a little more for the PDF included. I understand having it is extra work to make the PDF. You do have to reformat stuff for print versus PDF. There is a difference. And I like my PDFs to have hyperlinks and all that kind of stuff. But like, the fact that I had to go through, automate a 385 page scan. And don't get me wrong, you can go steal this somewhere. It exists out there in PDF format. I just have it on Roll20. I don't know, dude. So anyway, done with the rant on that. Done with the rant. Sort of. Sort of. I don't like it, man. It makes me mad. It makes me mad. It's just ridiculous. I don't like it. I don't like it. It just, yeah. There's something about it that pisses me off. So anyway. Unsubscribe. There's just something about it that infuriates me. I just feel like you're just scamming people, man. Come on. You don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. So you got mutant likes. A number of other origins have similar roots of mutants. However, they differ highly, but always important. So you got deviants, closest to mutants. Skrulls are similar as well. I like that they're doing this. This is good writing. And humans are similar to mutants, and that they're I remember when they tried to do the Inhuman stuff, and they're like, "There's no more mutants." They should just be like, "This is a new style." So the powers derive from genetic difference. However, these powers only activate only if an Inhuman is exposed to Terrigen Mist. This is how you got the new Miss Marvel. Gamma mutants, you know, Hulk, stuff like that. Weird science origin. This is pretty cool. I argue that Beast kind of falls on that. Then you got power levels. Professor X and his contemporaries have loosely defined classification system for mutant levels of power. Other groups, sometimes in the multiverse, have their own systems, but they're all meant to describe how powerful any particular mutant is with respect to others. So baseline, mutants, omega level mutants. I wish they would have put a rank by this. I want my highlighter. What happened? Yeah. This is cool. Dude, what is going on with this thing? Don't leave it on. Thank you. But this should have ranks. I personally think these power levels should have ranks attached to them. From what we've learned so far. And I know on here they say, according to Professor X, a mega level mutant is a mutant whose dominant power is deemed to register or reach or undefinable upper limit of power-specific classifications. Again, this is something that can change over time as circumstances demand. In game terms, a character is usually ranked 5 to 6 or even rank X. So, what is 1 through 4? Like, is this 1 and 2 for this one? You know what I mean? Like, what is this rank? Is this right? Yeah, that's the irony. Omega's the symbol, though. But I don't understand what that's supposed to be, other than, like, historical knowledge. I was really hoping they would give us... I was hoping they'd give us knowledge on how to use it in compilation with. So, okay, history. Really good breakdown on the history. Ooh, this is classic art here, guys. Change-ups and spin-offs. What is this? Is this teaching how to run the comic? The main X-Men team became large enough that other teams split off. At a crucial point, Xavier left the X-Men for a while to be with alien Shahar Princess. That's true. Really go watch the new Disney X-Men. It's fucking awesome. They dip into this loosely. X-Men's oldest enemy joined the team in place. You know what I would love to have seen in here? A timeline. This included a return to Jean Grey. Okay, so they kind of break it down. M-Day, one of the most devastating moments in mutant history, happened when the Scarlet Witch had a mental breakdown and nearly destroyed the Avengers. While the X-Men and the Avengers debated her fate, Scarlet Witch's brother Quicksilver convinced her to use her reality warping chaos magic to remake the world as one which mutants ruled the world, and making her supposed father Magneto their leader. This is wild. By the way, House of M, really fucking cool comic. Did not stand long before the world returned to normal at the moment she undid her work. However, the distraught Scarlet Witch uttered the words, "No more mutants," and with her magic, she also removed the powers of 99% of the world's mutants. I remember that comic. This shook the comic book world. People were pissed. Reduced the Earth's mutant population from 2 million to 100. It also kept people with the latent X gene from activating it to gain powers. So prominent mutants lost their powers and deemed it mutants might soon be extinct. The decimated, so she Thanos snapped before Thanos snapping was a thing. You know what I mean? Decimation was sometimes called the Reawakening Apocalypse, who mounted a new campaign to destroy 99% of the human population to even things out for mutants. M-Day also reawakened Vulcan and Darwin, who revealed that they had been part of the first rescue mission to save the original X-Men. That's fucking cool. Return of Phoenix Force. Phoenix Force 5! I feel like I had to do it in that voice, right? That's correct, right? That's what you have to. That's how you have to say Phoenix Force. It's got to be high pitched. Phoenix Force. It has to sound like that. Colossus, Cyclops, Emma Frost, Magic. One of my favorite characters ever is Magic. Ever. These two together, I want right here, baby. This here, this piece here, this needs to happen. This needs to happen in Rivals ASAP. See if I can write this. Needs to happen. Right now. Like it was yesterday. I want it. And the Avengers Affinity Squad. Babic is fucking powerful, man. Then the founding of Krakoa. The Quiet Council. Ooh, I forgot about this. Autumn, Apocalypse, Magneto, Professor X. Winter, Exodius, Mr. Sinister, Mystique. Spring, Emma, Kate, Sebastian. Summer, Jean, Nightcrawler, Storm. I forgot about this entirely. Finally, the Krakoa Nation, the Quiet Council declared a general amnesty for all mutants. The 5, Egg, Elixir, Hope Summers, Proteus, and Tempest. Okay, cool. That's really cool that they added this. The Captains, baby. The great Captains. These are some of my favorite characters, too. Big fan. Gorgon got replaced. Magic security student for training efforts. Bishop. Hellfire Trading Company. This would probably be the core of what I would run. Like, how I would run it to do something a little different. So they really are diving into the breakdown of history to make sure you can run the comics. I had this Flare trading card. Geonosia, Utopia, Mutant Town. Love Mutant Town. Marrow's there. Another fun character. Good breakdown of everything here. Opponents, Sentinels, Friends, Humanity, Purifiers. Playing Mutants. Cerebro. There's a lot of fucking information in here. This is almost more of a thorough investigation of the X-Men history than it is an RPG book. You know what I mean? Like, this is deep. Original. Good old Angel. I know Raven's looking forward to having Angel. Is it Angel he wants or Archangel? One of the two. One of the Metal Wings, whoever that was. All new X-Men, the rescue team, the new X-Men. Cool. All the spin-offs, the blue and gold. Members of X-Men eventually rejoined the X-Men, but a merged group was so large they divided into 2 strike teams, the blue and gold. Big Rogue fan, too. Love the look of Beast, don't love his powers. Archangel, yeah, he wanted Archangel. That's what I thought. Because he turns into Archangel. Extreme X-Men. The decimation days after M-Day, catastrophic event, that depowered and killed a vast number of mutants. Several X-Men lost their powers, and it seemed the mutants might soon become extinct. The Reawakening Apocalypse. This Reawakening Apocalypse mounted a new campaign to destroy 99% of human. Fortunately, the X-Men put an end to this plot. M-Day also reawakened Vulcan. Okay, yeah. So, little repetition here. Messiahs and Utopias. Another great piece of art. This is newer because this is Miss Marvel here. Who's this? Does anyone know who that is? I don't know who that is. Do any of you? Turn up the opacity a touch. I don't know who that is. That person. Rogue has Miss Marvel flying powers. Yeah, but Miss Marvel The original Miss Marvel, Carol Danvers, is a cosmic level threat. Miss Marvel here, this one, she can't fly. She can make like a crystalline platform. She has a bracer that gives her some powers if you're watching the series. And then she can stretch. She's really durable. Yeah, she is an Inhuman. But I want to know who this is. Guy back here. Who's this dude? That guy. I don't recognize it. The Schism. I don't know who it was. Cool. New beginnings. Okay. These are all just building your teams in case you want to play. So this is all just set up. Like, I mean, I like it. That's cool. But I'm all fast forward here, everybody. I don't have time to read all this shit on the stream. I probably will read it on my own. I do like the classic Cyclops sheet. Purpose. So this is all just... Oh, look at the Blackbird. In the Roll21, there's a map of the full Blackbird, which is pretty cool. So they got all this. I'm just scrolling. We just want to see what there is before I do my recap on this, because I'm going to kind of vent and like at the same time. Ooh, that's great art. Is that Thibbert? Yeah, Thibbert. Okay, Strawman Thibbert. Government Team X Factors. This was a weird time frame. But they're giving it all to you, man. They're giving you everything. Mutant Town? Wow. What page is this? 61? Okay. Mutant Town. I like it. It's cool looking. The Boneyard? Boneyard was a pod structure, each level from the ring from the center. These rings form a light well to draw a leisure area. Hang gardens flying. Okay, I remember this. That's cool that they added this. Apocalypse. Classic, man. Francis, yep. So this has got a lot in it. So I'm gonna fast forward a little quicker. This is a big fucking book. Awesome. That's it. Thank you. Thank you. Oh God. The old Cable, baby. Woo. This is so full. I was always a big fan of this, these people together. Domino, Cable. I think that's Forge back there. Colossus, obviously. Big fan. Domino was cool. Great art. I wish their art that they were picking, though, matched what they were having on the next page. Does this one? Cable, Colossus, Dr. Nemesis, Domino, Forge, Hope Summers. Okay, I guess well, there's no hope there anyway. Cavern X. Classic. Classic. I'm gonna fast forward. So, okay, so now we got adventure hooks. This is cool. A legal ring of mutant gladiator fights. New snake species has discovered ability to turn humans into mutants. That's a cool background. Port service from the Phantom Mutant haunting aboard an old research facility. I love this to be like an aircraft carrier. The Purifiers have gotten their hands on a shell of Cosmic Cube. Oh. A mutant with powers to erase memories is targeting influential figures. Cool. That's awesome. So now they're giving you, let me back up. So now they're giving you hooks for each one of the categories they were teaching you about. Oh, that's kind of nice. That's actually really cool. So what I really am curious, was that? Nice. I'm curious to see what new powers they added for this And I didn't see Strange's thing on here. Maybe they're not even going to talk about the Strange University. I thought that was considered part of X-Men, but I could be wrong. Mind control me. Okay. Logan having to teach a class, dude. You're an idiot for grabbing him as a teacher anyway. He should only be doing field tests for people. Koa, there. Oh, that guy. I remember him. That's cool. All right, let me scroll more. Who's this? Oh, it's Canadian Force, isn't it? All right. I always like this design for the robots that they fought. The Exiles. Transport. There we go. The Macron Crystal. Anyone? That's pretty cool. A little Power Rangers feeling, which I always thought was fun. I'm obviously a Ranger fan. Ooh. That is some classic art. Cool. I wonder if we're going to get Apocalypse for Rivals. The kids one. I don't give a fuck about that. Is that Rogue? I don't recognize who that is. Bloodhawk, Cerebra, Desert Ghost, Crystalline, Mean Streak, Metalhead. Oh, this is the 2099 stuff. Yeah. One of my favorite versions of Cable. Come on, let's move. Where's our powers? What's this? Mutant Reputation. Oh, okay. This is actually a really nice touch. Because mutants love or hated all the time, and because of that, you got the effects that are added for like your trouble, your double trouble, all that kind of stuff. Smart. Schooling advancement chart. Okay. Vehicles, like operating them. All right. Awesome. They're giving us some vehicle rules. This is a thick-ass book. The Marauder. Oh, they actually are going to give us vehicles. Oh, let's see what they give us here. I'm curious. I'm going to zoom out a touch so we can just fucking flip through them. The Blackbird. Eva. The Marauder. That was it. Challenging by rank. See, right here, they missed out. Right here, they should have wrote their ranks that they designed here. That's where they should have put the ranks here. The X-Men use. That's what should be here. To teach you what those are. But they didn't do that. And I don't understand why you would tell us what the different levels of mutants are, but not put a rank to them. Unless mutants basically start here, go to here, and Omega level threats are these. Actually, it should be Omega and then the X threat. But they missed out on putting it in there because the challenge rooms are named that way. Omega level threat. Like, everyone remembers that being in the cartoons. And the comics for that. Everything I've ever watched. So, let's see here. Infections of Possession. Awesome, they brought that into place. Great art. I want to see the new Origins. Healing. Powers list. So these are... What is this section? So these are new powers. So we have Elemental Control, Healing, Luck, Domino, obviously. Power Control, and Resize. Those are the new ones that got added. Sixth Sense, Telekinesis, Telepathy, and Teleportation. Those are the categories, and they've added Copy Psyche and Swap It. So they did add things under the categories of powers. Okay. Translation, With this power set, the character can understand and translate distant forms of communication. Okay, cool. This would be really cool for that library character that they built on stream. Like for them to grow into it, like get the codex of translation. Power list. So 6 cents. So here's... This is where I start to have some problems. This reminds me of the Diablo skill trees, and these flowcharts can work, but this is a lot. Like, let me zoom in here, everybody. So new power trees, each power tree has its own thing, right? To like explain the flow of what you can get. So like this is a little easier to read. So detect supers, but if you get microscopic awareness rank 1, this is what rank 4 does. Rank 2, then you got rank post-cognition 1, 2, 3, and 4. Intuition, precognition, you know, through 4. And then danger sense is part of this. Like, I like this, but making a character this way, they had to make an app to make a character. And I'm saying that because there is a, under Demiplane, we're gonna go over here. This is Demiplane, how to play, make a core rulebook, a Nexus, that kind of thing, right? Creating a character, how to do it. There is Character Creator somewhere. Hold on here. I want to see if I can find this. Marvel, Multiverse, RPG, Character Creator. So under here, you can build a character. You have to log in. Hold on, everyone. Let me log in. Okay. So these are all the games. If you hit this, you can say, I want to create a character. And it's slow. It's fucking slow. It's very graphically intense. But you could go through, receive the latest news. No thanks. You can go through and search a character, right? But you're not building a character. And these are all in the books you have to unlock. But I want to create my own. So now you get the ability to make your own here. And I think this is important to like talk about. Like, you can make a character, but you have to buy all the books to unlock the powers. So if you want this character builder, which is granted, it's a good character builder, and the app version is very clean. It's like beyond for a bunch of games. But that means I have to buy every book here, but I won't have the physical copy. And if you buy them on Nexus, you can't download a PDF. So you have to have internet access to look at them. So you don't own a copy. And you can't... I don't know how I feel about this. I'm not mad right now. I just don't... I guess I would buy... If I was going to run this, I don't know if I would keep buying on Roll20. I think I would just use this in a blank VTT table. Because then you have your character here when you make one. You know what I'm saying? And it walks you through it. Obviously, this whole part of this is me developing what I'm going to say for the recorded version I'm going to do here. But right now, I feel like you are kind of locked into doing this. Because I feel like if I do any other version, oops, I am fucking myself over. Let's make this fill the screen here. I feel like I'm fucking myself over for what I have the capabilities of making and how to do it and where to run it and what I'm going to do. Yeah. And you could buy the books, but then you can't. Just make a PDF bundle. Just make a PDF bundle so people can invest, buy them all. Make regular ones solo, buy them as a bundle. Like, hold on here. I want to know. Do they have a bundle here? I'm going to view all here. It's just so slow. If you want to play this game on their site, it is $123, usually $144. That means that you are buying all of these here, and there's no VTT with Demiplane. My problem with Demiplane has always been their marketing. I didn't understand what Demiplane was. It's literally a rules and character houser. Nothing wrong with that. Just it was explained to me originally as a VTT, and obviously it's fucking not a VTT. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not made to be one. So you'd be spending $123.20 to create is to buy a lot of books. Yeah, sure. Or you could buy the core rule, which I own the core and the X-Men on Roll20. And that's probably what I would want to roll. And I have a physical copy of the core rule book, this one here. But then they have like the Spider-Verse expansion, Spider-Verse Nexus edition. Like, what's the difference between these two? Oh, it's a pre-order. Oh, so this core rule book is getting replaced. Or no. Spider-Verse expansion. Oh, this is getting a new version. This is an adventure plus time frame. This is an expansion. This is free. This is free. Deadpool role plays the multiverse. This is an adventure. This is free. Murder World's an adventure. X-Men free preview copy is free. So it is $123 for what? What comes in this? Core rulebook, expansion, and the adventures. If you don't want all of it, I would just buy the Nexus. I would probably buy the core rulebook for $30, and then I would buy the X-Men to run X-Men. But man, so that means you're talking $60 digital. At least though with this, you're also getting the service of Demiplane for your character sheets and all that. Like, that's kind of cool. I don't want to deep dive into them right now, but we can up their about window and see if their explanation's gotten better. So explore games, make characters, group and matchmaking. It's a service, right? But there's no VTT. Wait, they have a subscription fee too? The fuck is a subscription for? Okay. So for Demiplane, they have a 17 cent a day subscription to have unlimited character slots plus the $60 you're spending to make characters, and you can share content. I mean, I'm just going to do some quick math here. But we'll just do 30. So for $5 a month, which is not horrible, it really isn't, but they break it down by day, which is, no one markets that way anymore. For a cup of coffee. And then you get, let me go over here. You get the games you buy. They have a lot of good games on here. Daggerheart's going to be on here. Aliens, Pathfinder, all this stuff is on here. But you don't get a VTT? What's this group and matchmaking? So you can create a group and join. I'm just going to click this. You're a wizard. Great. And you make a test and you can talk here. I'm going to have to do a deep dive in a demi-plane here and see if I can get somebody on board to interview. I would like to know more about it, but I don't want to talk shit without knowing. Like, but to me, I don't understand what this is. You know what I'm saying? Journal tasks. This is just a journal. This looks like Evernote or, you know, any of those platforms. Like, it looks like Evernote or a well-organized Obsidian or that kind of thing. The good thing is they have some licenses that you can buy the books. But I know it's going to sound dickish, but I could make a shared Canva page that has journal entry capabilities and everything on it, or a Google Docs page that has all that on it with a chat features built into Google Docs or Discord, and run a game, because this isn't giving me a VTT. I will say, if they have a lot of people on here, being able to find a group to play with, that could be nice. But I digress. We're not here for Demiplane. We're here for Marvel. So, the last thing I wanted to look over here, going back to the PDF before I record my set piece here, because again, this is a studio day for me. I want to look at if all the characters from Marvelrivals are in here. Just out of pure curiosity, and since this is Rivals to Roleplay, does it stand up to the test? And I'm comparing the companies and I'm comparing what's available, right? So let's go through here. Let's pull up Marvelrivals. Okay, we're going to go to Marvelrivals here. We're going to pull up their characters, their heroes. We're going to pull up the hero list. It's alphabetized, and we're going to see if all of these characters compare well to Marvelrivals. That is what we're doing here. $200 easy start, Drew. I think you're fucking right. I really do. So we're going to go this alphabetically. Let's go to the PDF. Our first person that we are looking for is Adam Warlock. We're going to start scrolling with the A's. Actually, we're going to do this easier. We're just going to note through. There is no Adam Warlock. No Adam Warlock. Missing. Boy, everybody. This is already not a good start. Not a good start. Characters. Have, don't have. Now we're going to look at the core book too. I know he's not a mutant. I am aware. Trust me. I'm aware. I need to pick one we can read here. I don't like this font. I think it's really what it's coming down to here. I feel like this font's really hard to read. No, he'll be maybe the core rule book. The goal is not to buy all the books, though. You know what I'm saying, man? The goal is not to buy all the books. The goal is to see if we can pull off Marvelrivals. That's the goal. Let's redo this in white. No, goddammit. White. So hard to read this shit, man. Bold. And then we're going to, I guess I'm gonna have to add an effect to it. We'll do outline. Classic outline. We'll do the dark, we'll do the blue. No, black maybe? There you go. That looks comic booky. All right. Have, don't have. Adam Warlock. Let's see if they have it. So, he was not in this book. Let's go over to Multiverse. This is the core rule book. Let's get to the heroes. I'm guessing he's going to be in here. I think I just saw him, actually. Boom. No Adam Warlock. Between these two books, no. We are even going to go one deeper. I'm going to look at the resource library for the character creation, right? Go back to character creation. I am going to getting started. We're going to go back one more. We're going to delete this character. And get rid of the PDF for y'all. So, we don't have him. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to delete this character. Where's the delete? Is there a delete? There's no easy delete here. Is it here? Let's go to character builder. Is this it? No? Change character. All right. Adam Warlock. Adam Warlock is in one of the books. He is in Kang. You are correct, sir. So that means that Adam Warlock, you would need to buy Kang. You see where I'm going with this? Let's go back to Marvelrivals. Let's close this Kindle one out. Black Panther. Black Panther's got to be in the core book, right? Right? What's the look? Black Panther. All right. We got him. He's in the core book. Black Panther's in the core book. Black Panther. Core. What's the next one? See if I can just get a list of all the Marvel Rivals character. List of Marvel Rival characters. I just want a text-based list. Wait, is the advent calendar working again? Katie? It wasn't working the other day. I just want an actual like text list instead of typing them all. Fuck me, I gotta type them. This is annoying. This is annoying, everybody. Let's type these out. So we got Black Panther, Black Widow, Captain America, Cloak, and Dagger. One of my favorite characters in Marvel Rival. I'm gonna do this now. Cut. Paste. It doesn't paste the style? Well, that's aggravating. Doctor Strange. Groot. Hawkeye. Hela is also fantastic. I don't know if she's going to be in this, though. Let me delete this extra shit that's here. Oh, boy. The hated Iron Fist. Not only from the bad TV series, but also in Marvel Rivals. Bold. Iron Man, obviously, is going to be in the core book. This, I think, was made. I don't think Jeff's going to be playable. Jeff the Land Shark is probably not going to be a playable character in... You'd have to make him. Loki. I don't know if Luna Snow... I might have a hard time finding her. Magic. She'll be in here. They've already talked about her. Magneto. Then we got Mantis. She may not be in here. Moon Knight. I don't know if they'll add this. I didn't see Moon Knight when we scrolled through all this stuff, but it's possible. We know Namor is in here. He'll be the Submariner. I don't know if Penny Parker. She might be in the Multiverse one. The Spider-Verse one. We scroll down here. We're almost done. Psylocke, they've mentioned hundreds of times already. I'm sure she'll be in the core book. Rocket, Raccoon. They've mentioned Scarlet Witch. We know she's going to be in the core. Or maybe in the X-Men. Getting to the bottom of the page here. Spider-Man. We know he's obviously in the core book. We saw Squirrel Girl. I hate this champ in the game. I don't like her in the comics either. Star-Lord. I don't remember seeing him. We'll see if Peter Quill's in here somewhere. Storm. I do love Storm. I play her a lot right now. The Punisher. Thor. Obviously, Thor's going to be in there. Let's now duplicate this. I'm just going to move it over to here. And then we will just start replacing these. I know they're hard to read right now, but I'll fix them later. Thor. Venom. Winter Soldier. Right? And then the last one on here is Wolverine. No, they don't have Wolverine here. And we're going to go like this. We're going to delete this out. Okay. I'm going to take this background thing that we have. Venom has to be in there. Yeah, 100% agree with you. Let's just get a rectangle. So these are readable. Oops. I just need one I can make. I just need a regular rectangle. I think I'm just going to use the tool. So I can just draw one. And then I can correct it in white. So we'll make it white. Like so. And then we're going to add an effect to it. Can I do that? I can't. Of course not. We'll just fade it. We will round the corners so it doesn't feel so offensive. Can I blur it or anything? I don't like this, that I can't edit this at all. This is dumb. This just looks like an iPhone screen. Whatever. We're going to duplicate this thing. We'll put one here. We will move it to here. We'll drop it behind it. Make it readable. We'll drop it behind it. Make it readable. I just want this here so you can kind of read the words a little better. That's all it's really there for, right? So, man, I don't know, guys. I don't think all these characters are going to be in here. I don't. We're going to be missing one. And there's one we're going to do a bonus round as well. I'm going to add him in during the recording as well. So we're at 62. Oh, now I can do effects? Okay, I can do it with the fonts. Weird. Let's do 62 here. Okay. So, now we can scroll through this easier. So we got Black Panther. He's core. Black Widow's got to be next page, right? Boom. Core. Core. I bet she's in here. Cap. Blade's in here. By the way, Blade is coming out in Rivals. So we're going to be able to use him. So we have Black Widow, Blade. None of these are any of them. Cap. Cap is core. I'm going to move this over here. Now I have Marvelrivals done. So that I can just make this easier for me. And I can go through this. So core. Let me copy this. All right, so who's next? Cloak and Dagger. Marvel. No Cloak and Dagger. Okay. Let's see if Cloak and Dagger's in here. No Cloak and Dagger. Okay. Now we're going to go over to here. Cloak. So what are they in? Is this Kang? Kang. Okay. I don't like that. Is what it is, though. Next up, Doctor Strange. Is Doc going to be in here? Nope. Is Doc going to be in core? My guess is Doc's in core. Doctor Doom, baby. Strange, core. Okay. Cool. Cool. After that's Groot. We don't have anyone to G's now. There's Gamora. So Groot's got to be in here. Groot. Core as well. Okay, after that is Hawkeye. Hawkeye's got to be in here. Old school Hawkeye, baby. Okay. After Hawkeye's Hela. This surprises me. I didn't think that she would be in here. That's cool art, too. I've always liked Hela's look. I think she's one of the best profiles in comics. Silhouettes, I should say, not profiles. Silhouettes. Silhouettes are what you use when you're defining what art looks like from a distance if it were to all be black and white. I dig this. This is fucking awesome looking. All right, so Iron Fist. Hulk is in here, so Hulk falls under Bruce. I'm just gonna put Hulk in here. And then we're gonna see if technically Bruce is in this. If Bruce is in this, we'll put Bruce as well. I didn't see Bruce though. Did you? When I was scrolling, I didn't see Bruce. Let's go back and see. I'm just curious if they give him a stat line. I do love Braun. He's dope. Okay, there's no Bruce. So we are on Hulk. We're getting Ghost Rider eventually. I think Green Goblin would be a great addition too. So we're getting Hulk. Okay, done. I'm assuming his secret identity is Bruce. Yeah, okay, that's how they did it. All right. So after Hulk, we got Iron Fist. Iron Fist is a core. Now we're on Iron Man. Iron Man's going to be in this. Not a question. Be cool if they had the different armor versions of him in other books, or gave you tech versions of it. But I don't think they will. I don't think that'll ever happen. Now, Jeff the Land Shark. No. I don't think Jeff is going to be in anything. I think he was made for Marvelrivals. We're going to look him up. Doesn't exist. So you'd have to make Jeff the Land Shark. Oh, shit. I love Jessica Jones, too. That was one of my favorite of the series. Let's see if we get a Loki. Loki is in here. Classic Loki art, too. All right. So Loki's in here. Luna Snow. This might not be in here. No Luna. Let's see if we get a Luna in here. No, Jeff the Shark is what he's called. Lockjaw is a different character. Lockjaw will probably be in here, though. Lockheed. Nope, just Lockheed. Is Luna in here? Okay. Let's check the site. Is Luna Snow in something? No Luna Snow. People are going to be pissed about that. She's a main. All right, so we have no Luna Snow. Magic. I'm assuming Magic's core. Well, we know Magneto's core. So is Magic in here then? Yep, Magic is in X-Men. Okay. What do we got after that? Mantis might be core? No. Is Mantis in here? Mantis might be in Kang. Okay, let's go over here. No Mantis. You'd have to make her. Nope. Okay. Ballsy. Ballsy. Let's do Moon Knight. Moon Girl, Moon Knight, core. Namor, I think, was in here. Ooh, he isn't. Where's Namor at? Is he in here? He might be under the Submariner. Let me just go through here. Is he here in Submariner under X-Men? No. Yeah, he's in the core book. He was under Submariner, I think, though. Submariner, core. Core. I'm going to put sub, though. Is what he's under. Penny Parker. I'm going to say Penny's not in this. I'm going to say Penny's in, if anything, the expanded verse. So I'm just going to go right over to this and look. Penny Parker has a Evangelion suit, which is dope. Penny... No, Penny Parker. Really? Okay. That's sad. Nope. So there's no Penny Parker. Psylocke's core. Without a doubt. They might even have two of her. Actually, I'm curious. Is Psylocke in here too? Nimrod. I forgot about that fucking guy. Now, I thought maybe they put a upgraded Psylocke in there. After Psylocke, Rocket Raccoon. He might be Kang. Oh, nope, he's in here. Core. No Mantis, huh? It must just be the core Guardians. Scarlet, obviously going to be in here. It's one of the scariest fucking characters of all time. We know Spider-Man's core. Right. She-Hulk, nice. Shield Agent, Shuri. Silk, one of my favorite Spider-Verse characters is Silk. They have Miles Morales in here. They have the regular one in here. They have the 2099 in here. That's a lot of spiders. Squirrel Girl's core. And then we have Star-Lord, Core. Okay, I want to look at his powers really quick. Where do they give this guy? Accuracy, combat trickery, environmental projection, space helmet. Protection, sorry. Healing factor? I don't remember him having a healing factor. Heightened senses, iconic weapon, element gun. You can pick an element, or air, earth, fire, water, or energy. When summoned, inspiration, sturdy, wisecracker, elemental control. I'm assuming that's his gun, right? Like this is probably this. Illusion, illumination, martial arts, attack sense. Okay, cool. All right, they built him up. He's decent. He's decent. Our next one up on the block is Storm. So we have Storm in here. She's core as well. Punisher. I don't see a Punisher here. Is he under the Punisher? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I mean, he was an X-Men once. Uh-oh. You might be right. Punisher. No Punisher. Maybe he's under the Punisher? Why is Punisher not in here? Is he too violent? No, I don't like Madam Web at all, actually. Nope. Wow. Okay. I'm surprised by that. I like Taskmaster. Okay, so Thor? Jane Foster? Awesome Thor. Odinson Thor? Yep. All right. So Core. Core. Venom has got to be Core. Ultron is coming out. I will put him as a bonus. I'm really excited for Ultron coming out. They're making him a strategist healer, which is pretty cool because he makes all the drones and shit. I think it's gonna be kind of nice, actually. I'm actually relatively excited for his character. So we don't have Venom in here. I'm gonna guess Venom is in the Spider-Verse. Yeah, Venom is in. Let's check it out here. Wait, Venom? It says core rulebook. How is he a... Did we miss Venom? Oh no, I just scrolled past him. I'm a dumbass. Venom, Core. That's the Eddie Brock one. I like the Secret Agent one a lot. Special Agent. Vision doesn't matter. Is Winter Soldier in here? We got Winter. Core. And we got Wolverine in here. And Old Man Logan is in the other one. So Core. And then we got Old Logan in the X-Men book. I'm just going to put that as a bonus. Because I think that's pretty cool that they added him, to be honest. Like, if you want to play, like, the future stuff with the younger ones, or the Deadpool movie. For those who haven't seen the new Deadpool movie, I highly recommend it. I'm probably going to watch that with Jen today. Alright. So, pretty good. This is pretty good overall, right? Pretty good setup. So, let me bring back over our version of this and where we're at. So here's what we got. Characters have, don't have. Pretty solid overall. I mean, out of the, what is this? How many do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Wait, hold on. Let me do this again. Let me just cheat. $23 or 29 plus 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Just 33. So out of 33, let's do this now. Okay. We're going to do buy book. We're going to cut this, paste it, put it here, and then we'll be ready to record and wrap up for the day and let you guys get back to Epic Hero. So we got core rulebook, core, Kang, X-Men, none. We're going to do numbers for how many are in each. All right. So core, well, I guess the easiest way to do it would be to count the Kangs. Kang is 1, 2, buy book, 33 heroes. Books, I'll just say books. Books, 33 heroes. Kang is 1, 2. Looks like it's 2 for Kang. 2 for Kang. I'm gonna up this actually just a bit. It's a little hard to see. So Kang, 2. Actually, I'll do it this way. 2 times 2 in Kang. Right? So we're minusing 2. X-Men. 1. 1. There's 1 in X-Men. And that means that 30 would be in core, except we're short some. So 29, 28, 27. How many nopes is it? Wow, man, there's a lot of more nopes than I thought there would be. 1, 2, 3, 4 nopes. Nope. 4 in nope. So 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. What did I say there was? There was 33, right? Is that what I said? I think we said 33, correct? So that'd be 26 are in core. 26 in core. Here's why I'm saying this. If you want to play Marvel Rivals, you have to buy 2 other books. And then you have to dedicate time to play, to make these. Because what people don't know is Marvel Rivals right now is its own story. Like, no joke. Like, there's a full-on story for Marvel Rivals. Full-on story. It's pretty cool. I dig that. I think that that's cool that they... Marvel Rivals made their own story. I want to be able to talk about what we're doing here. This is just going to be show... EFP Live. Scream sheets. Those who know what that is. So that's our laydown for this. I guess I should do cost then, right? Let's do cost. Cost. You could do Roll 20. Actually, we should start with this. Books. Roll 20. Demiplane. And I guess Kindle? Kindle? No, you need 3 books. You need X-Men, Kang, and Core. 3 books. Because one of the characters is only in X-Men. And then time. So, let's look at first just buying it on Amazon. Right? Buying it on Amazon. Marvel, X-Men, Dice. I mean, the dice don't fucking matter. I want Kang too. So we got 3165 core, 2894, and then we need Kang. Kang is 21. Okay. Let's go back to here. Let me do some quick math here. Is there a clear button on here? I don't think there is that way. So we got 3165 plus 2894 plus 2192 plus. That's 8251. We'll say, what's tax right now, roughly? What's tax? Let me check something here. I'm going to add them to my cart. And I'll delete them afterwards. Because I'm not buying all these because I own them. Okay, here we go. Let me go to my cart. $82.51 before tax. So let's just say 85 bucks on average. On average, it's going to cost you $85. Right? USD, obviously, because that's what I'm doing this in. 85. For 3 books. Now, roll 20. If we go back to Marvel's thing here. Back up. All the way back. All the way back. Oops. You can buy roll 20. You would be paying... Jesus Christ. This bundle includes what? I don't want half of this shit. I'm sorry, you gotta buy... Okay, reference sheet's free. I don't have to kill it. So, let's go back to the board here. Let's clear this. We got $29.99 for the core. That's $29.99. Oh, this isn't bad, everybody. Look at this. This is the best way. This gives you all of this. You're getting Kang. Oh, but you're not getting X-Men. Well, $29.99 gets you the core book, though. Marvels, some extras, right? And it's usually worth $63.99. That's not bad. Bundle. This is roll 20. That's not bad. What's the X-Men, though? I want on roll 20. I bet just 29 just for this fucking book. 29. 99. And this will at least be interactive. Plus 29.99. So $59.98. And then you'll have to add your own tax in for where you are. Because some places add tax differently. So we go back. So this is 59.98. Nope, wrong one. Wrong one. I will hit enter actually. This is roll 20. And I'm going to put a note, bundle plus X-Men. Right? 3 books, and this is Core, Kang, X-Men. Let's extend this out a little bit here, everyone. Now we got Demiplane. Demiplane. Do they have a bundle? This is everything, which is not what we're looking to do. We're just trying to build rivals. So to build rivals, you're doing $29.99, 1, 2, 3 times. $29.99 times 3. So $89.97. Right? $89.97. Okay? Demiplane. And you got to buy Core, Kang, X-Men. Right? I'm not even going to look up the Kindle option. I just don't care. I don't think it's how gamers play. I'm not saying some don't, but I don't, and we're not, so we're not going to talk about it. Right? Right. So this is what you're looking at here. As of today, let's clean this up. As of today. I'm going to add a time of recording. Right? I'm going to lock this. So I'm going to add a text. Time of recording. And this will be 12. Oh, no, shit. 1. 25. We're going to shrink this down. We're going to make this 10 point, 8 point. Make it 8 point. We are going to do this. Remove this down. We'll just kind of... Then we'll do this in a dark red to match stuff. Right? Right. There we go. Actually, hold on. Comic. I got an idea. Can you guys see this? Yeah, you can see this. Okay. We're gonna do text. We're gonna grab this, but we're gonna duplicate it. And we're gonna do winner is gonna be roll 20. And we'll make the inside of this red. Shrink this down. We need an arrow. It's a good comic-y looking arrow. Let's see, comic. Let's just go back into comic. Arrow. There we go. I like this one. Did you see the Rivals MMORPG collab? You talking about the Multiverse? You talking about Marvel's Multiverse? That's what I'm doing right now. As if that's what you're talking about. Welcome to the channel, by the way. Can I please click this again? I want to make it a little smaller. No, I didn't see that. That's cool. So that's awesome. No, I did not know that. I will search for that. I'll put that in my show notes. Thanks for the heads up. We were just talking about what is in the book and not. That's what this list is here. If you don't know, I do a shit ton of tabletop RPGs. This whole channel is an archive of live shows, actual plays. Wednesdays, I usually do a walkthrough and build stuff. Last week we did, or 2 weeks ago, because it was holidays, we did the deep cuts for Blades in the Dark. We're doing the X-Men one right now. But you have to make, unless it's in what you're talking about right now, Kang. Or sorry, you have to buy a Kang book. You have to have the core rule book. You have to have the X-Men for one character, the X-Men book. And then you need, there's no Penny Parker. There's no Jeff, obviously, for those who play know. There's no Punisher, which is kind of surprising. And there's no Mantis. So, and the main places to get them are these. I just wanted to make sure I had a good write-up of them to make sure that we were doing this correctly. I'm going to make this a little brighter. I might change this font. Is there a good comp? Let's do a comic. Not Comic Sans, though. I want to be able to see what I'm typing here. There we go. That's a better font for this. I'll go look that up, though. I did not know. Let's do an effect. Kind of want to curve it a little bit. Zoom out so I can see what I'm doing. And let's get a comic star. Pretty good little screen sheet for this. Easy enough for people to understand. Why? Well, so I'm going to go look that up really quick since you said that. I'd love to see it. I'll bring it into my 10-minute recording I'm going to do here. Let's, you said that it was Multiverse Rivals mashup, rules? Let's try that. That's championship rules. Multiverse RPG Rivals rules. Where did you see this at, H? I had no idea. Where did you see it at? Marvel's Multiverse RPG. Marvelrivals. Was it a video? I don't see it. Well, I just realized this wasn't on, everybody. I'm so sorry. I know you guys love this thing. Huh. I would love to know what it is. I don't see it anywhere. I just dug through a bunch of stuff. Yeah, if you see it, feel free to drop in the Discord, because I don't think it'll drop it in this chat, in the comments, because I have links off for shit, obviously. Maybe it's this one.
Hi there, and welcome to Fuzzy on the Details.
Was this Fuzzy on the Details who did it? A free new download. Okay, here we go. Here's the article for more on the supplement. I did not know this. So they added Luna Snow, which is good, but they did not add Jeff the Shark. So we'll still be short. But I will bring this up. Thank you. That'll be great for the recording. All right. I'm going to go grab a drink, come back, do my recording here. It'll take like 10 minutes, and then we'll wrap it up for the day. So enjoy a little bit of this. I will be right back. Yeah, I know I'm muted. So 3, 2, 1. All right, just one more time. 3, 2, 1. Hey everybody, we are here while the live stream is going on to quickly record what we think about Marvel Rivals and the idea of it being part of the role-playing game known as Marvel Multiverse. This is a really easy game that uses 3d6. You add your numbers together, add some ability modifiers to it, and it really gets you into the game fast. There is a lot of growth within the system that you can do, and there's a ton of videos out here. As a matter of fact, the group itself that made the game hired Glass Cannon Podcast to explain how the game is played. So if you're looking to really play, I recommend going and watching this video over here. I will also put it in the links down below for you, but they do a great job of breaking down how the game is played, what you can do in it, how each one of the actions function. And most importantly, they have their own version of advantage and disadvantage called Edge and Trouble. They wash each other out, but it makes you re-roll 2 of the dice, the 2 of whatever the same color 2 are, and you use them to re-roll edges and your trouble. So that can make for some pretty interesting things where you can do different abilities, power up things that you do, and so on. We are not here, though, to do a deep dive on that. We're here to talk about Marvel Rivals and if Rivals can be role-playing. I got a special feature at the end, thanks to somebody who jumped in the chat at the very end of this live stream, that I will showcase as well. What I've done is I went through all of the places that you can go and purchase Marvel Rivals, along with everything that there is to know about buying from the platform, the cost for each one, what characters from Rivals are available right now within the books that are out as of 1/1/2025. Man, that feels so weird to say. And what you can expect to get out of the system as a whole. Now, with that said, there's a lot to go over, but I'm going to make this super fast. As always, good old Canva is going to be helping us out as we go through the places you can purchase and get things, along with some good places that you can go find extra information on the game itself. So, if you're looking to pick up the game, let's go into the actual website, talk about what's there, and where we got our information for Rivals to roleplay, where you can find those characters. So right here on the core Multiverse role-playing game, you can find all information that you need. The buy now as well has information, the latest news. This video is the one I was just showing you with Troy and them explaining how to play the game. Really nice 20-something minute video on how to get into the role-playing game. Very different. You can buy, obviously, Amazon. We all know about this. Target as well. Barnes & Nobles if there's a surviving one next to you. Roll20, Demiplane, and BAM. I don't know a lot about BAM. I know what it is, but I haven't bought from them. These 2 are for the roleplay heads. This is for people who want physical copies. They do sell Kindle versions. I've not seen them. If anyone has seen Kindle, though, let me know. Does it look like you're looking through a role-playing book? Is there hyperlinks? All that kind of jazz. Drop it down below, because that might be a really good option for people who want a PDF. Why do I say that? They didn't make PDFs for this game. I had to go through my Roll20 version, take screenshots of all the shit that I wanted to show you, which made it look horrible, but there's no PDFs, and that's kind of a disappointment to me. And we'll get into that as we start building our list of what Rivals are available if you want to do the role-playing. There are game updates constantly for this, rules and everything, character sheets. X-Men expansion is out, which I'm super excited for. If you want to see more about that, you can go to the live feed or the live show. We went through and flipped through the 300-something page screenshots that I made and Roll20 assets for this game. Deadpool Roleplays the Universe is out, fun adventure. Got to play this at Gen Con. Cataclysm of Kang is another one. It also has characters in here. And this is where we start our issue. You do need to pick up Kang and X-Men along with the core rulebook to be able to make most of the Rivals in Marvel Rivals. So, with that said, let's talk about Marvel Rivals. We got a 33-person character list here. If you've been playing this free-to-play game, they hit 22 million players. If there's that many tabletop role players, man, I'd be very happy. But there's a lot of characters in here, and some of these are missing from the dossier. We went through the dice mechanics on screen. I'm going to flesh this out into a better one sheet that you can use for your game at home to kind of learn where things are and how to play it, but I got to dig deep to make this function. But what I do have for you is this, Rivals to Roleplay. I went through all 33, plus Old Man Logan I added because I think it's dope, and Ultron, which we know for sure is coming this coming season. So 34 characters in total. You need 26 of those characters out of the core rulebook. 2 of them are out of Kang. 1 is out of X-Men. 4 do not have characters anywhere currently in the multiverse. That means that you're either going to have to make them yourself, or there is a little secret option to get your hands on Luna Snow. So that means that people like X-Men, Mantis, and Jeff the Shark, you're going to have to make on your own. That's not hard. It's just if you haven't played this game already, that means that those people are going to be missing from your roster. I don't know, throw them through a Doctor Strange portal into the Abyss and have someone find them that hasn't let them out yet. So you can make them later as a GM, because as our narrator, as they call it in this game, because you don't want to have to worry about that for your first time out of the box. We did break down the cost for these. So the 3 core ways that most TTRPGers are going to be picking up ways to play Multiverse is the core rulebooks, Roll20, or Demiplane, which is newer. Demiplane and Roll20 have some baked in, I would say, reasons you should pick them up. One, if you're a video game player, this stuff's going to feel really comfortable for you compared to maybe going through the books. If you're a role player, you're not going to like that you have to buy a Demiplane, pick up 3 of the rule books, and that's $29 a piece. But it does have, and this is the really positive part of it, they do have a really good character creator baked into this to build your character. If you're looking to make one, you can pick from previous existing characters and build them up, or you can make your own. And it's pretty elaborate, but clean, concise, and to the point. I will say that the Roll21 is not as pretty as this one, but they both get the job done. Here's where the fight between these two, well, honestly, one's a character creator and source rulebook storage, Multiverse, and Roll20, which Roll20 gives you a little bit more. I have used Roll20 for ages. I'm a fan of the whole concept of having a VTT. It's where I started my VTT journey, but I do believe that where they went out here over the other one is the price point is so much better. They're offering you a bundle. So let's look at this bundle quick, and then we're going to go through what you get. The bundle, just by itself, is $29.99, and this will get you 2 of the books you need, the core and the Kang. It won't get you X-Men. It just came out in August. You're still going to have to pay the $29 for that. But it does give you some extra stuff if you're looking to play this. You get the Multiverse, you get the core rulebook. This is the Marvel package they're talking about. Core rulebook, a bunch of tokens, Kang, free sheets, free Hydra. I don't know. I think that's a great concept and a great price point. $63.98 for those. You will then, unfortunately, have to go buy X-Men by itself. If you do it over here, though, you got to buy each one at $29.99, but their character builder is better. Buy wherever your library is. That's the best way to buy your books, store them. But I gotta say, as a tabletop role player, the fact that this company is blind to the need to put out PDFs, I'm sure it's part of their anti-piracy, but if you go look around online, you're gonna find PDF versions that are someone taking the time to either cut the spine off or scan the images or download it from one of these two VTT character stores, because they're not, Demiplane doesn't have an actual map tabletop. That's a different conversation for another time. But it does have a lot in it. If you want to play Marvelrivals, though, you're going to need a couple of missing characters. So with Jeff missing, with Mantis missing, Penny Parker missing, and Punisher missing, you got 4 characters you need to make. Someone showed up to the show earlier and told us something pretty awesome. So this list has everything, but I'm already going to have to addendum this list because Marvelrivals did a little bit of work with with their own company, I guess you would say. And they released a few characters for free. So on December 20th, they put out Hulk, Iron Man, Scarlet Witch, Black Panther, Luna Snow, Spider-Man. Luna Snow is one of the ones that are missing. So you still have to make 3 characters. They also put out, I believe, a new game mode as well for player versus player or player versus narrator. Pretty cool if you want to like play Rivals tabletop version. And then there's great miniatures for Marvel right now because there's a really good miniature game right now. You might even be able to pick up some miniatures if you want to go balls to the wall and do the whole 9 yards. To me, though, at the end of the day, for a role-playing game, if you want to bring and tell stories using the Rival universe and the idea of the Rival story, because people don't realize Marvelrivals put together an entire story for this cast of characters dealing with Doctor Doom. So if you want to play this out, you're going to need to pick up all those books. The system is fun. I think it runs well. Character creation is deep, but you do have to track a lot of powers and traits and abilities. Having the digital versions of these on Nexus or Demiplane, along with or Roll20, you could probably get away with playing this pretty efficiently. The price point is $59.98 to buy in and Roll20 for all 3 of the books that you need, plus some time of making the ones that are missing in the future. I will say the X-Men book does a fantastic job of really breaking apart the history of how to run the different parts of X-Men through the years of their comics. You can watch more of the live stream. I'll put a link down below. And then Demiplane's going to cost you $89.97 to $90-something. If you want the books for yourself, save a few bucks, buy all 3 books. You can have the physical yourself if you're going to play in person. But if you want all of it, the cheapest you're going to get away with is the $85 for the core books, and then the $59.98 or $60 to pick up the digital copies on Roll20. I think you could run an amazing game with this. I do think that the multiverse system is really fun. I've played 2 games of it in the past. It was in its early iterations. Congrats to Matt Forbeck and team for making something awesome. And if you want to continue playing Rivals off the screen, maybe pick up the core books and play with your friends at home. Have fun making stories about your favorite characters, or if you're like me, make your own. Because that's the whole reason I'm enjoying the 616 engine over the old Heroic engine. Heroic engine didn't give you the ability to make your characters because Marvel didn't understand the gamers who play tabletop want to make their own stories and their own characters and don't always want to play the iconic Marvel Spider-Man and Loki and Thor. Sometimes they just want to make their own shit. This system got it, and we have the ability to do that now. So pick up your copies, enjoy Multiverse, keep playing Rivals, and maybe marry those together and get some stories. Whatever you do, don't be Jeff the Shark. There's a reason he's not in the game. We don't like your whirlpool. We don't like it in the digital world, and we don't like it in our role-playing game. Just saying, Jeff the Land Shark, you're a menace. You're worse than Iron Fist. For those who are sticking here live, stick around. We'll close out the show. For everybody else, thank you for joining. There's going to be videos to watch on each side. I recommend checking out maybe my solo play series, or if you're interested in ETHAUNTIA with our new show coming up on the 13th of this month at 8 p.m., check out the ETHAUNTIA series, specifically the last season that we did. That's it for me. Like always, watch, listen, learn, be a better gamer. For everybody who is here for the live show,